All right. We're live, right? Am I gonna bounce up? It was the delay. All right, perfect. Hello, hello, hello. We are back again with another month of Rookie Rumble. This time on PV Primal
I got an
only.
advertisement.
You got that? Wait. Okay. So I'm here with Merlin and T Maker tonight. Later on we have Taro and Faraway James for commentary. Uh, I forgot what I'm supposed to actually say at this point. Anyway, we're here with another month.
No, you
It's
go
the
first. You
fourth
got
Rookie
this.
Rumble. Yeah. We have 8 teams tonight, and we're playing for 25 mil. So I'm going to let Merlin and T Maker take it away from here.
Yo, hello everyone. Welcome back to another exciting installment of the Rookie Rumble 4. Forgive Gary there, he sounded really sleepy. This is probably the closest, I would say, in terms of power level for every team. Anybody can actually take it today, so it's kind of exciting.
Yeah, I mean, the last time we did this was like back at LunarCon, right? That we were grouped together for that event, I believe.
Yes, more or less. Yeah, that sounds right.
So I'm very excited to come here now, which is another group of 8 teams getting ready to go up to bat for the prize of 25 million gil. I'm glad to be doing it again with you, man. Folks, I hope you guys are excited for this one. We got 8 teams ready to go on a 2-day event, double elimination, all vying for the prize of getting kicked out of the tournament and never competing in it ever again. And right now, it looks like we are getting way under soon as we are getting our team slowly into the mix right now.
Yeah, we're just waiting on one team right now, and we'll be starting our match shortly.
And that first team here, as we can see the bracket coming up right away here. Our first match coming right up. 2 returning teams from the previous Rookie Rumbles. First up, we have Charlene Sharks, 3rd place runner-ups in the last event. They're coming here to make sure they get the win this time. We have Gidson Brand, Ariel Yidra, Chloe Safira, Baka Opai, and Draco Damaris.
And on Umbra, we have another returning team. They go under Counterspell. They have Ender Althea, Pasta Salad, Alexander Lopezius, Alnaheim, forgive me if I'm butchering your names, guys. Ahmed Talayan, Kaliga Murder, Dreaded Jim, and Sazajoni Chajajoni.
I think Hanalime also streams as well, so this would be very exciting for him as well. To see he can rack up those wins for his audience. This would be quite a great event to do so. Coming back to get a second shot at moving on through the bracket. How familiar are you with teams, by the way?
Well, immediately when I think of Counterspell, I do appreciate the fact that they've been trying to make Sage work. Alnheim is kind of like a Sage one-trick, so hopefully they bring that out today.
How has Sage changed in the recent patches? Because I remember Sage being a very strong defensive class to play, especially when you have your limit break ready, right?
Yeah, I think the only thing that they've touched on recently, whenever you do the buffed version of the beam, I believe they've just slightly buffed it. I think they're just too scared to make it overpowered.
All right, it looks like we do have our teams at the ready. We're explaining the little map picks for everybody. Actually, let me turn on this thing. There we go. The chat blocker is always ready to go.
Nice.
There we go. Don't need to see the picks. But in any case, as we get ready for our first match of the day, I hope you guys are ready for another exciting round of Crystalline Conflict Rookie Rumble number 4. I'm not the one that's leading the party. Hold on one sec. Okay, good. It's like, oh, I'm the one that has to select the map. Oops.
Yeah. As a reminder, we will be starting on Palestra. These are best of 3s.
Yes, we'll be going through the first half of the bracket today, and then tomorrow we'll be going through to the finals of the event to crown our winner. And it looks like we are ready for our first match. It's everyone's favorite map, Palestra, as everyone gets themselves on in.
Looks like Counterspell is running a bit of a little not only a roster difference, but a job difference as well, so that's exciting. They are also running a double tank mirror on both sides.
So we've seen Warrior. Gitz is not playing the Dragoon this time either. He's switching off to the Warrior. Interesting. Your thought, because we've seen a lot of like different styles of compositions. I think double healers was a really popular one before, but I've been seeing double tanks a lot recently. Is there any rhyme or reason to running 2 tanks in your lineup like this? Feel?
It's just kind of the ask of if really it's the warrior. If you need the warrior in your comp, it kind of just depends. If you want a more aggressive kind of style, or if you want to run a gunbreaker or a dark to kind of sustain the crystal, it's really dependent on what role that person is trying to fill for the team.
It's the stun and the chain and just the ability to just manipulate the battlefield that I think warrior's so beloved in a light party setting, right?
Yeah, correct.
Like what is that? 30-second cooldown for Primal Rend?
It might as well be like 5 seconds because I swear I'm getting hit by Rend all the time, bro. Honestly.
It's really something. Just double check my audio setup to make sure that like I'm not also like accidentally doing ASMR into people's left ear only somehow, but it looks like everything seems to be okay on this point. It looks like for once I can start a stream with no real audio issues, so that's good. Good for me. I'm getting.
We have the help of chat. Chat's got us, right?
I just need to wait for either Gary or someone in chat to yell at me that I'm too low again, or the music is too high, or there are a lot of dancing Hrothgars on the screen. But who knows? In any case, I mean, the warrior, very popular choice, especially in a setting where you can communicate with your teammates. I do want to ask you about Bard as well. Is another very common pick, even with the nerfs it got on the silence range. Correct? Is it still worth bringing that along to it despite the range nerf?
I would argue yes. It's really easy to, if it's a core of burst like very well for most teams, especially complements Dragoon. It's really helpful for if your main shot caller is also a bard, because they can kind of see the field, and again their burst syncs up extremely well. The fact that the Apex arrow gives the battle voice, I just call it battle voice for the potency gain across your team, just
That's what
complements everybody extremely well. There is ask now, like you might run a machinist now instead, because bard did get potency nerfs recently, so that is something that's still kind of being figured out.
But it's still useful utility-wise, right? Because you know.
Yes, it has a snare. The LB is very strong.
The LB is so good. It's just free. I love that they turned it into just a constant AOE effect now. Like, thank God.
Yeah, it is very powerful.
That helped it a lot. But here we go. The first set of the Rookie Rumble 4. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you are going to have a great time watching, because I know we are. And as is customary, we are here to judge the real event. How do their portraits look right now? Because this is the true reason we're playing PvP, right?
I really like the white mages one, I'll tell you that right now. Well, Zaz with some style, some flair. I like it. We got Dreaded Jim, our infamous pirate.
All right. Not best of 1, it is best of 3. Thank you for reminding me, Socks. And here we go on the beautiful, lovely Charlene Palestra. Everyone excited for this first game right now as we get underway. Very similar lineups to both sides. Double tank, double DPS, and a healer. So, going to be very interesting to see how each side executes their game plan here. And right, here we go. 15 more seconds. Any last words you want to say before things get underway about this?
Yeah, just definitely everyone is going to be very fast. Obviously, burst. Everybody's gotten so good at organized burst. Keep an eye on the imp. Even though the Miracle of Nature is every 45 seconds, that is going to be kind of the glue of these fights.
All right. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Off to this race as we're going to see how they're going to approach. They just go right away. Charlene Sharks trying to see if they can find any snipes and immediately going with the guard.
Good guard from the Gunbreaker.
All right, here we go.
The counterburst on the Dragoon.
Yep, there we go. 2 down already on the side of Charlene Sharks.
Absolute destruction. Good job on counterspell.
Oh my gosh, there's 2 warriors just chaining each other. Both sides are just going at it tooth and claw right now.
It's in Michael Don here. Tanks without Purify right now. Can Ender find anything? Looks like they just want to get the 50 here.
They are able to recover with a few pots on the backside. Trying to be careful though on the side. Aryu does not have the cleanse. He's gonna be taken out. They're gone. And counterspell.
This 50 here.
This counterspell looks a lot different from what I remember. They are right on top of the Sharks here.
The Miracle and the Astro catching them off guard here. It's a great trade for them.
Catching in the back.
Draco almost out of MP.
Doing such a good job, like singling out the Dark Knight. Dark Knight stuck in the backline, has to escape for the time being, but they are pressuring the points a little bit by bit, just making sure they don't get past the 50% mark at all.
Both warrior shots are almost up here. Alexander caught before getting to the Meteor, so this looks like it might need to be a reset.
We're gonna have to back off for the time being. The numbers game has become a little bit too strong. Baka Opie loses their life, stuck on the field. Also was not able to use their limit break. Gonna be saving for the next time they're back up. And it looks like both sides still fighting it very evenly at this point. They are able to chase Jim back on the sprint lane. Can they get anything else off of this? Pastacella stuck alone by themselves with the shield. Oh, the warrior limit break! Can they get anything off of this?
This could set them up to break the crystal. Pasta gets the potion. No way.
Is that enough, though? The Dragoon and the Warrior still chasing Pasta. They do get the kill onto Draco, but it's going to be a Trey 1-for-1. And this time it's going to be Charlie and Sharks at the 50% mark. So both sides tied up for the time being.
The overcommitment from Sharks there, punishing them. Still limit breaks on both sides. Primal Scream from Ender can completely put the fight in their favor here.
Did the potion get sniped?
Caught out.
Oh, the potion got sniped by somebody. I didn't. Ooh, poor Alexander trying to get the potion to safety, but it's going to be two down on the side of Counterspell. Once again, Charlie and Sharks in the lead. They have the Bard limit break activated as well. White Mage limit break popped as well. Everything's going for them. And now they have a Dark Knight still at the ready, just in case they need to hold them off. But it doesn't look like that's going to be an issue.
With Soul Survivor, Ender's going to go down here. They need to find an angle where they can regroup here.
They're not letting them regroup. They're just going on their side of the base. They're in their spawn right now, causing all sorts of chaos. And it looks like it's working so far. Both the Bard and the Dragoon working their way in, just trying to do as much damage as they can, and it's working.
The Miracle Nature on the Astro. Oh, no.
That's 2 limit breaks denied. Gonna be sitting on the silence for a little while as that point gets ever so closer to the end here.
Yeah, you want to have your Gunbreaker anchor here at this point to just kind of buy enough time for your team to get it together.
Oh!
Caught without Nebula. Oh, God. The cleave, just absolute destruction.
Draco with his limit break brings it all the way home. Charlie and Sharks, after a fierce opener from Counterspell, will take game number 1 away from them. Good job to Charlie and Sharks here. There was just
good game 1. That could have gone either way.
That was just some really good poise from Charlie and Sharks, you know, just understanding how just defend themselves a little bit and wait for any sort of overreaching for the sign of Counterspell.
It is a best of 3, so let's see if Counterspell can rally.
All right. With that, now we know the power of the Dragoon already, right? What do you think the Monk brings into it for Counterspell on the other side? Is it helping them at all in these cases, you feel?
It is a very strong early LB, which you can kind of use as a tempo play, and it can also set you up to kill their tanks.
But when you
nice, good job, Gary. I just saw Gary. Nice, thank you.
Is all set up there. Thank you very much, guys, for keeping an eye out. But in any case, I forgot to start the tournament on the bracket. Let me turn some volume issues down. Okay, let's see if that works out.
Yeah, okay. Turn me down.
Yeah.
I'm here. I'm getting feedback on it now. We'll figure it out as the day goes.
Look, this is how it works, guys. This is how the day's gonna go. You tuned in. This is what it's gonna be. Any case, game number 1 going the way here. Doesn't look like we're going to see any changes on either side. So it feels like the only real big issue was just that Counterspell managed to just unfortunately get swept over by the Sharks. Like, they had a really good start, but something happened there that just wasn't able to carry on through. But it does look like they're going to try again, though. It's going to be game number 2 as they go onwards. We're going to the Volcanic Heart, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, this is only a best of 3. So they need to get this chance for Counterspell here if they want to stay in, or else they'll go to the loser bracket if Charlie and Sharks pick up another win right here, folks.
And due to the nature of this map, these fights are going to be just that much more explosive. Cleave, heavy cleave on both sides. The Gunbreaker is going to be somebody to look at because their limit break will be a huge factor in most of these skirmishes.
Yep, just a big AoE stun and just big defense up right there. Let's see if they can do anything with that. They haven't been able to get Jim on to stay on the point that very long though. So let's see. Hopefully the corridors on this map allow him to better maneuver around line of sight so he can just better hold on to that point for his team. But Draco is just on them right now. I remember watching him play in the last tournament. I think it was on Paladin, and he was just one of the most offensive Paladins I've ever seen. Just making sure he's intervening and just hitting them with that stun. So it's gonna be
Let's see if they decide to press W with the Miracle of Nature here.
They have that for Baka Opai here, so let's see if they can find any way to stop that. Here we go. Alexander very close. He's going to try to find an opening, but here we go.
So
Warrior jumping on
Warrior.
in. Oh no, Ender got caught out by that jump. That's going to be one down immediately in the first few seconds of this match.
The pain on Draco, able to just keep tempo, keep up the pressure on them.
No potion spawn yet. Alexander unfortunately not going to find a way out, and they're going to keep on pressing for any more kills they can find. Let's see what they can do for there. They find the Gunbreaker in the back of the sprint lane, denying him escape with the chain. Ooh.
Caught without tank junction there as well. So here it's kind of okay if they break. They need to regroup here. Otherwise they will lose to the White Mage LB that's going to be coming up. It's going to give them that much more advantage.
Oh, this is not looking great though. They're falling one by one. The trickle is starting to set in right now.
Ender needs to stay alive. It's okay if they don't. If they should just use this position here and play these corners, like play behind these pillars. Let them come in. It's okay not to contest. Let your Gunbreaker kind of do Gunbreaker things and just burn the clock to find a way to regroup.
Yep, he's snuck around the back trying to see if he can catch anything, but he gets hit with the Miracle of Nature. Can he get out of it? No! Gets finished off. He's gone for the point.
White Mage will be going out. Alexander with that Purify.
Yep, they have the cleanse at the ready there just in case.
Soul Survivor on the Astro. He needs to stay alive. Can they cycle? They have Meteo up. They need to find a kill here.
I mean, if one person dying and another person getting back on counts as cycling, I guess. Not a
Meteo on the
triple.
dark before OB.
That's a good thing. That's not the
That's a
worst
start.
possible scenario, yeah. But oh my gosh, the Warrior again gets the limit break, and Jim is gone once again. Here we go, back on the point. He's gonna be on the point here, holding on for his dear life. He does have a limit break at the ready. No, the Dragoon limit break!
Caught with that Nebula. As soon as he came out of the guard, Baka ready with the Poly. Or the Miracle of Nature, forgive me.
Just so much damage, and right after he popped his shield too. That is so unfortunate. Great patience.
Celestial River from the Astros soon. They need to force a way to kill someone with the Celestial River coming up here. Alexander going down though.
That's their big damage at the moment. They still have Jim.
Astro
Jim's
B.
coming back in. Here we go. The river's going out. Can they draw anything special from this though? Draco looking a little low. Doesn't quite have limit break out. It's going to be gone very soon. He's going to be gone. Can they get the other tank? Gets in. But Ariel gets a revenge kill at the same time on the other Bard. 1-for-1 trade. Can they get
Perfect
anything else
silence
off
on
of
Pasta
this?
Salad.
No.
The sync from Sharks here, very, very disciplined. Good job on them so far. Ender with Primal Scream here.
Oh my god, what a perfect synergy right there. Just deleting Jim's defense right there. Alexander, again, pushed off the point this time with shield. Not looking very good. Does get the kicks out, but it's not going to be enough. He's gone for good. Ender next to fall. There goes the Worm Mine Thrust.
Zaz trying to hold on.
There's nothing scarier than seeing your shield tick down as you see the Dragoon break right over your head.
Pasta trying everything they can. Can they make it?
No, just gets denied at the last second.
Good effort from Counterspell there, though. But definitely the amount of pressure that Sharks, like, they showed up, right? And they just put him on the back foot and did not give him any more advantage.
They came in second place before. They came in third place. They are gunning for one spot left. That is first place. And they are playing like they're ready to get first place here, folks. And with that, as we go to our brackets, that's going to be our very first game of the match. Charlie and Sharks taking it over Counterspell. But it's not up. Our second match up at the ready. There are the orphans, the crystalline orphans, because last time they were looking for parents but found none. Here they are. It's going to be Yuto Ichika, Rocky Star, Nova Skyfall, Aries Sadler, Churu, and Sunny Ice.
And on Team Umbra, Big Dynamis Energy, we have Suzala Sula, Sanguinius Smallblood, Rax, oh my god, Gitstax, nice, beautiful name, Kade Obinata, Bechamel Lindor, and Masaru Zacharias, I believe.
I think so. Yeah, look, they can't
That sounds
complain
about
at us
right.
for pronouncing names, you know? We get to
As long
say
as I
how we
make
see it.
a good effort, I'm happy with myself.
Yeah, as long as you enunciate it with effort, it's all good here. To make sure everything's okay. It does look like we're ready to go. Let me just update a few things here, do a bit of a reset, save here. All right, we're gonna move on back in game, guys. We're going fast today, folks. Already both teams at the ready. We're gonna see a little bit more of an offensive lineup, 3 DPS on both sides this time. Let me ask you, since I've seen you climb the ranks up on the Ether data center, how is Summoner up there right now?
Yes.
Just yes?
Aether is it's in a special place right now. Summoner can obviously bring enough throughput with the and like just the Bahamut can beat a lot of snapshots before they guard on point. It can make or break a fight. Hopefully, they can combo it up here with the warrior OB. But overall, in fact, in Solar Q, you can kind of play it safe and you can take advantage of how strong the Fester is to just completely just get somebody out of the fight. And if you know how to target well, you can definitely climb very well with Summoner.
Like, it has like the largest burst, I feel like, because you know you have your Ifrit dash into your Titan slaps, back into your Ifrit secondary, into your Festers, and then you can just get out.
Yes. And you can get away with a lot of free cleave. People have a habit of sticking to the crystal and wanting to lick the crystal all the time. Sometimes it's not reliable to do that, but Aether loves to. I'm calling all of you out because I've played enough seasons where I can call everybody out on Aether, I would say. So Summoner can capitalize on everybody hovering that and just cleave everybody out.
Oh man, here we go. But in any case, here we're going for triple DPS on both sides, single tank. I actually didn't catch which tanks we were seeing for this event.
I see you, Bike. I mean, contesting when they're not supposed to contest, or staying even if they don't have guard or purify and just staying there.
There we go. Yes, this is what I want to see, folks. Yes, these orphans know how to team up.
They're
Look
ready.
It's basically a big old. Oh, I like this one too. Oh, this is good. This is good. I like this. Oh, I love it. Real big Dynamis energy right there. They're here to share that even though their server is least populated, they're still the best server. Here we go. Both sides. It does look like we see a double tank comp coming in from the side of the orphans here. Paladin and Warrior. Paladin, notorious in PvP, I have to say, honestly. Just cover potion is just such a well done tactic in this scene, I feel like.
Yeah.
Is there anything on that the Dynamis energy can do to break that, or is it just something they have to deal with?
So definitely the fact that they have Miracle, they have the Warrior Scream, the Reaper Fear. The Paladin's going to need to learn to cover very smart or wait for the Reaper Fear to be used. I can't lie, I do love Astra's team right now. This is kind of like a more JP style with double tank, triple DPS. But the fact that they need to play around Miracle here is going to... it looks like they're going right away. Pay in on Yuto, good guard.
Yeah, Yuto trying to see if they can bait out anything right now, but there's no counterplay quite yet. And now Yuto, the shield's gone. They gotta be a little bit careful. Ares Sadler also next, but they do get the counter onto Beshmo. Nova Skyfall finds the opening.
Good cover from Ari. Can Yuto stay alive here?
Usla in the back lines, trying to find something, has to retreat for the time being, looking very low, but gets chained up, smacked down.
The Warrior, no. Suzala, good effort there, but yeah, they need to back off now. If they can find a way to get a Reaper Fear kill, can they find Yuto?
Oh, there goes the Reaper ult.
Yuto caught in the fear. He's caught in life.
Yep, he's gone now. Yeah, this seems to be the play with the Reaper right now. Just try to find the opening. You have a very fast... They still have one of the fastest LB timings, right? I don't think that's been really changed at all.
Yes, the Harvest can get to their limit break a lot faster as well.
Right now they're chasing right now. They're pushing back the orphans onto the other side. So they have been able to defend this pretty well. Let's see how they are able to counter in response. Both sides just posturing for the time being, trying to wait for the opening. Yuto inching on in, see if we can find anything with the World Mind Thrust. Oh, they find Besham on the far corner!
Going down with your LB like that is something you want to avoid as much as possible. Bahamut from Churro putting more pressure on.
Ooh. Both sides just try to be careful. The Bahamut's already out. Oh, there goes the limit breaks as well. Oh, Sanguinus taken out before they can use their... That's 3 limit breaks. 2 limit breaks gone from the side of Big Dynamics Energy.
Eri with the hull coming up here soon. It can completely null out the damage coming out from Team Umbra soon.
Ooh, they're stuck in shield
Imp
right
unfortunately
now.
doesn't find
the
anything.
Dragoon limit break! Oh, man. Again, the fear. The shield. You see the shield, it's like, no, that's actually the best time to get the Dragoon limit break out, you know?
Yeah,
You can't run
the
from
Horde
it.
Roar looked like it barely got pinged, and Yuta wasn't able to capitalize on the defensive that Horde Roar provides, and then just kind of dies before it gets ticked. But the fact that Astra broke the crystal here without having to use their limit breaks is or any more of their limit breaks is going to be crucial.
They're going to try to get a kill
Rocky
onto
Star
Rocky.
getting bloated.
Yep, Rocky running away on the jump pad. Can they catch up to Rocky? They are able to chain them back, but is able to run away. And the cover shield once again. There it is. Unable to break it this time. All right.
Umbra wants to fight here while the cover's down.
And they finally open. The chain goes up, but shields at the ready for Sanguinus. Can they convert off of this? Susan trying to go in. They even got the Primal Roar off. Is there anything else after the Kaide dropping the Bahamut as well? Dynamis Energy showing up real
Good
big energy
hollow
here.
from
Even
Eri.
snipe the potion. They get... Oh, they don't get it. Sanguinus is going to be taken down instead. Yuto finds the counterplay. They are able to get the limit break onto Nova, but is it going to be enough to take them down? No. Cover shield once again, saving their lives.
The Phalanx getting just completely full value there.
That seemed like it was the moment for Big Dynamics Energy, but...
Suzzala without Purify, can they kill?
Oh no, they even got the Warrior limit break off. Just a little cheeky limit break right there. Push them away from the point for the time being. Right now, both sides...
Yuto does have LB here. Can he find an angle? Good fear.
They get the fear off. Can they get the kill though? The
The
shield goes up on
perfect cover.
Churu. No, Yuto also
Yuto
really
will
low.
live.
He jumps off into the limit break, saving his life. He even gets... Does he... Wait, did he get the cover as well?
Yeah,
Oh my god.
just the tether formed right at the perfect frame.
That's insane. That's using the lag frames of that Sky Shatter perfectly as a defense. Wow. Usually that kills
40
you.
seconds on the clock here. Umbra needs to find a way to win this fight here.
It's just too chaotic right now. All the orphans are just all over the place at the moment, and they can't find the way to get the kill in. And they just gotta be careful because... Oh, well, it looks like the Paladin is off healing, so this might be the time for them to get a kill. Can they get anything off of this? No, Nova escapes to the sidelines. Back onto the point. Meanwhile, just trying to hold on to this, trying to play this defensively. Can they get anything off this? Get the red?
Cover, letting Nova get back in here. They want to keep the point contested here and go into overtime and just
Whoa!
burn the clock
They get the
against
screen.
Umbra.
There it goes. Limit breaks coming out left and right. Is this going to be enough for Dynamics Energy to get a comeback here? The Primal Scream goes out. Can they get any damage onto Ares Salad? Ares Salad looking
Miracle
very
on
low.
Eri.
Taken out on the sprint lane. The bomb hits right there just in time. This is still looking really scary. They have no limit breaks going into the
Yeah,
checkpoint.
Astra winning that exchange though, they do have limit break advantage.
Ooh, there's a lot to contend with. Both
Yep.
the Phalanx.
And they can let Umbra break here. It's okay if they break. They can wait for Eri and just kind of play it slow.
They're all back up right now. There we go. Rocky pops the limit break, getting everyone else all pumped up. Can he do anything else with this? Let's find out. There goes the Dragoon limit break, finding a victim. Looks like
Phalanx
for the
Hollow got a
warrior.
good cover on Nova.
Susla! Susla marked as a target. Sanguinus soon to follow. Sanguinus is down. Can he get anything off?
The Reaper going down. Caught on the points.
Oh my god. There they go. This is the power of Summoner right here.
It's looking very grim for Umbra right now. They need to find just whatever angle they kind of cycle guards here, but it's not
There's
looking
only a Bard
like
left.
there's not enough time in their favor.
The Bard is left all alone on the point, pulled
Yeah.
off and taken out. That's going to be the game. No overtime for this one.
Churu with 0 deaths to the damage from Churu. Good job overall from both teams, though. Both teams kind of played they played their style. They synergized well. So this next game can still be up in the air for both of them.
Okay, And as we know, we're gonna have a quick little AFK moment here as we wait for someone to make their way back. And they, oops, let me just ask them what they want to. Okay. Ooh, okay. We have the counter pick ready. It's gonna be Red Sands. I never got to
We
talk
love
to
the
you.
Suns.
I never got to talk with you about this. What's your opinion on Red Sands?
I
a lot of mixed
love
stuff about
Suns.
Okay.
There's just one thing that I would change, and that's definitely getting rid of the Shield Sabatender. I know it has an actual name; it's called differently, but whatever the Shield Sabatender is called, yeah, the Lunatender. It's a bit too RNG. Like, it can completely just, if you are already pushing and your team gets the shields, like it can just spell victory for your team right there and then. What do you think about it though?
It's a very fun map, but I'm not very good at it. That's the problem. I haven't played on it so much that I understand the timing of when to head back to Oasis for the regen, or when to just like dive the central lane. That center lane is kind of reminiscent of Cloud9 a little bit, except there are a little bit more pathways you can take to like sort of flank it around the area, but oh man.
Yeah. The game of footsies on it on the opener is definitely like has one of the higher ceilings in comparison to the other maps. It's very hard to dive into.
What do you think would be the advantage for Dynamics Energy to pick that map?
Well, the fact if they're not running, if it's Team Astra, right? Yeah, Team Astra is not running a healer. So if the heat wave can just come in and just kind of spell death for them at the wrong time, whereas the White Mage is on Team Dynamics Energy, so that could be in their favor.
Does the Paladin's defenses like interact at all with the Red Sand mechanics at all? Like, does fail?
The heat wave goes through cover.
It goes through cover, really.
It goes through cover. Yes.
Oh wow.
So they need to. This goes to everybody out there. If you are covered, please press recoup once before you start elixiring. Pro tip right there. It's a free tip I'm willing to give out. Please press recoup at least once before you start elixiring.
Okay. Does it go through phalanx though?
I believe it does not. You can also live the outline with Hollowed.
Okay, so you still have your active defenses in those cases, but it counts as a permanent dot, I guess. So it will have activated before the shields go up. So that makes sense, kind of.
Yeah.
We do have a bit of a change. It looks like we're switching from summoner to a machinist here. Machinist is very high damage class. General, very good like snipery class. We're still waiting for somebody. But what are your thoughts on the machinist here in this lineup?
I like it. One of the hardest parts about Sands and kind of what gives it a ceiling, like a higher ceiling or skill ceiling for Light Party, is it's very wide. There's and there's not a lot of LOS besides the center. Mm-hmm. So machinists can capitalize on that. I've seen some crazy things with the turret. The turret can be very good in either getting the shield or getting the enemy team to walk out of like corners.
Yes.
Because if you notice, they'll use the speed lane corner or where the sand stream is.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can. I've seen it where you can just kind of place a turret there and kind of either park and walk into it or force the enemy team out. That and again, the machinist can have full range. They won't have much LOS, so they're free casting. They can find spite angles.
And then I think we also changed our tank. I think we went from warrior to gunbreaker. We have also a bit of a player role swap a little bit, but gunbreaker as well. Again, you said a very nice defensive on this to hold the point. Probably would fit this very linear track as well.
Yeah.
Allow them just to hold on to it. But I gotta say, the Crystalline Orphans are doing such a good job of just singling targets out. Like the combination of the stun. And the stuns from both the warrior and paladin, plus just the sniping from your summoner and dragoon. What's the
they have burst and throughput.
What do you do in this case? Because this is, as you mentioned, this is a single lane map for most part of it. Is there a way that Dynamics Energy can play around that?
I would say they can take advantage of Oasis here to kind of sustain. They can understand that they need to play a bit more spread, not let the warrior scream more than one person. Obviously, they need to work around the paladin here. The paladin can these games kind of snowball, right? Like this map and Cloud9, it's very snowbally. So if they can push and force the hollow, they can take advantage of how wide the map is and hide again. They can back off. They can fast swap.
And it's not really a composition that needs to be together most of the time, right? This is a team.
And the phalanx won't get full. Yeah, and the phalanx won't always hit everyone. So that's another thing they need to realize and kind of just not try to play on the point. Let the gunbreaker do its thing.
Let the gunbreaker take the lead and try to like brush off as much damage as possible, essentially.
Correct. Yeah.
Well, there are definitely a lot of sniping opportunities. We talked about how the Reaper has their plentiful harvest to just spam for the backlines to get their limit break. Like Fear sounds like a really good tool on this map.
Yeah, especially into antline situations. So hopefully we see maybe one. I'm cheering for both teams here, but I do want to see a sick Reaper Fear.
Into Fear into antline. Oh man, that's gonna be great if we get to see that. I mean, RNGs might give us the Lunatender instead, so who knows? In the meanwhile, right now, still waiting on a couple person to make their way back. No worries for that for the time being. We sit here and chat about PvP all day, man. Like, how's it been going for you? I see you've been climbing those ranks quite quickly.
A little mentally unstable, but yeah, I try to keep the A through Qs alive as much as I can here and there. Good. We are in season 10 now, believe it or not, which is kind of insane.
Dude, this has revitalized PvP in such a fun way. Like the entire PvP change, I feel like it feels fun, you know. I wasn't around during the previous PvP time, so I can't say much about how that went, but this has been a lot of fun to be a part of now.
Yeah, and what's crazy is like I would say that we're still kind of like in the first steps. Feast went through some changes, you know. Feast had different maps, so like I'm trying to stay hopeful, and hopefully most of our complaints are heard, and we get, you know, potential good things in Dawntrail.
Now, I can't wait to see what the Dawntrail map is going to look like. It looks like we are already on both sides. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, on the newest map, the Red Sands, for game number 2. Crystalline Orphans versus Big Dynamis Energy. All right, here we go. Hopping back on in. I'm going to see their snazzy portraits once again here. So, another thing that we usually see in in these fights is the opening. What is the opening here that both sides needs?
So Astra, they want to play off the rend, right? They want to either use a pre-guard to get into position. They can pre-purify if they really want to. They need to make sure that they beat Umbra into getting the drill and just completely destroying someone out of guard.
So watch out for the rend, and meanwhile just find a perfect target to snipe with the drill or Dynamis Energy. Looks like both sides at the ready here. Now, here's the real question: Oasis or center first?
Oasis, please. always Oasis, please. There is some crazy plays that Nova can, or either if they decide to go to game 3 and they run a warrior and they go to Sands. Actually, we can't play maps back to back.
We can't go back to
I
back.
need to note that. We cannot go back to map. But I mean, they could do some cheeky thing. I mean, that's the point of tournaments, right? To catch somebody off guard, kind of throw something into the mix. They could take the speed lane and just hard dive people coming out of the slipstream. But Oasis is definitely the safer play.
We had a little bit of that from Big Dynamis Energy, but they all opting for the Oasis. Now this is the other interesting part, is always like center after Oasis or Sandstream, but it doesn't really seem to matter too much. You're always in the middle, either way. And it looks like here, it is what you're saying. They're playing with the Gunbreaker first. They break the chain, just making their way. And Yuto taking in a lot of damage. Can he get anything off the Sanguine Snow? A little too close. Churu gets the burst onto him.
Find the Reaper. And the Reaper is their main front line, and unfortunately he's going to not get that fear to kind of stay consistent in this fight, so it looks like Umber's going to need to retreat.
Yeah, Kaida gets caught on the speed lane, stunned, and caught out Churu once again on a rampage. as they inch ever so closer to the first checkpoint. And this looks like a snowball is already about to happen.
Yeah, Orphans taking advantage of grabbing Oasis here.
Oh man! Oh, Susula
Hard dive on
trying
the White
to
Mage.
do something. Bechamel caught in the Oasis, far away from the center.
Bechamel
We
doing
also have
everything
Cactuar.
to kind of stay alive.
Cactuar's on the field right now, pushing everyone in for the point, but I don't think it matters too much. Everyone's been playing in Oasis this entire time.
They do get the 50s. Sanguinus with the Reaper Fear. Can he find something?
Both sides.
Good job from Team Master here, kind of not giving up the position and not playing into them and backing off to
Sanguinus!
use this hill.
He gets caught
No
out,
way.
stunned.
That was so fast. Good job from Crystalline Orphan, staying disciplined, kind of synchronizing all their burst.
Yep, there goes another one
That's
down.
what you want to see.
Again, limit breaks being unused on the side of Big Dynamis Energy. Going to get taken out one by one. Here we go. Oh, here comes the outline. Got to shield up or get out. Oh, oh, just in time there.
It's not like half a second. That was okay. That was scary close, but good job from everyone here. They are in heat wave now, and Umbra cannot grab Oasis.
They don't have the time. The points are already this close right now. They can get Nova off with the
Reaper
fear.
Fear.
Can they get the kill off?
Fantastic cover.
No! Airy with the cover and the phalanx!
Under 10k health from Airy there.
Oh no, they were trying to get the kill, but it was too late. Airy was right there at the ready. And now
The
they're
heat
just...
wave just bleeding Umbra out.
Oh my god. And like you said, man, it's the snowball effect right there.
Yep. That's
think
what this
that's
team can
it.
do. They can press W and just full send, keep up tempo. They have damage, they have stuns, and they can just kind of single somebody out. As long as they stay disciplined, they can burst anybody out of the fight. But fantastic jobs from both teams.
Oh my gosh, a perfect no-kill record for the Crystalline Orphans. They don't need parents,
Is that
man.
zero healing? That's zero healing from Rocky Star. Didn't even have to recoup once in their face. There's just no respect.
That is an unfortunate thing for Big Dynamis Energy, as it looks like they will be going down 0-2 against the Crystalline Orphans. But once again, it's not over for them, folks, because they still are in it. Let's go take a quick look at the bracket and see how things are shaking up here in the first half of the first round. Oh man, this is only the first two sets so far. And it looks like the two teams that did come here from the previous event, they are looking to claim the title to get kicked out of this event. Charlian Sharks and Crystalline Orphans moving on to the winner semifinals. Meanwhile, Counterspell and Big Dynamis Energy gonna fall to losers to see who lives on in the future. But for now, with that, we're gonna go to the next match right here. It looks like people are getting ready, so I'm just gonna leave this party real quick. Disband this party. There we
Looks
go.
like Raven is hitting a menthol, guys. So we're gonna take a 10-minute break while he does a menthol.
Wait, what?
That's not true. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
In any case, let's go and introduce our next people here, our next few teams here. We got I can say the words correctly. Another returning favorite, Gnawed Rat, a favorite of my previous co-commentator Youngie, Satoru Gojo, Bicycle Salesman, Kuva Curebringer, Sarah Oswald, Sylvie Chan, Goemon the Cat, and Nightfall.
And on Team Umbra, we have Team Eidolon that consists of Naya Hartfeld, Celeste Archon, Neo Daimium, Vestel Sawyer, and Ava Falafel.
Oh, I love falafels. I wonder if they're a lot of fell. I'm curious. In any case,
We can check. We can do some
find
adventure
out-
portrait
we can find
checks
out who
on
they
stream.
are. We can look for them on stream, right? And find out who they are. In any case, here we are as I change up the names on the thing here. There we go. Should be good. Yeah, Nai Rat versus Eidolon. I hope you guys are ready for this game number 3 as I find my way to the party finder.
And I believe both of these teams are new, right? One of them is actually, forgive me, the Nod Rat looks like just a little bit of a slight roster shakeup, but this is Eidolon's first time in the Rookie Rumble.
Yes, this is, I believe, the Eidolons. They are a new team, very new team. I feel like they may have been around on some scrims, or I keep forgetting which one it was that was in a previous event. Was it Eidolon or was
Relatively new. Relatively new. I think any team under a few months is relatively new. Yeah. A lot of gamers though on both sides.
Go. As we get this all set up, it looks like we are ready to go back to the Palestra for game number 1, folks. They used to be called Go Next. Ooh, interesting. Oh, we're already going in. We don't even got time to talk. Let's quick. Ninja and Dancer on either side. More chances to talk about new classes. This is always great. Ninja, everyone loves Ninja in PvP, right? Everyone's a big fan of it. Of fighting Ninja. The good old Seitan Tenchu right there.
God, I didn't get the chance. Which Reddit intellectual is this? Which one are you?
Oh, there they are.
Well, portrait check. There he is.
Oh, there he is. There.
Beautiful. We got the green one.
There we go. Nide rat. Oh, they are ratting for sure. Yeah, Falafel. Nice little Falafel. Very nice. All right. So we have the Ninja on the side of Eidolon here. Very scary class. It's been like tempered down over time, I'd say, with the Seitan Tenchu. But that's still a very scary limit break to go against, I feel, right? That's not something you want to be on the opposing end of. On the other side,
the Ninja can bait a lot of purifies here.
I had a friend call it an evasive tank, essentially. Just eat damage and then just run away, and there goes all your damage buttons. Wait for the next 15 seconds, sorry. And then, on the other side, we have Dancer on Reddit, Intellectual here. Counting down for game number 3. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Dancer, very fun AoE class. Very, I had a friend show me this class. Oh, okay, we're just gonna go in right now. We're just jumping on in immediately here right now. Celeste looking for some action.
Where's the miracle?
Oh no! Neo Diamond though caught on the backline.
And you keep the Dragoon alive. Good pre-cover, good pre-purify from Team Astra there.
Okay, here we go. Stuns coming in left and right. Can they get anything off of this? Trying to get the focus onto Celeste.
Miracle on Celeste, the Gunbreaker.
Yep, he's gone. The Gunbreaker is out. Can they get anything else off of this? Naya looking very low, being chased down. This is where I feel like Dancer can be extremely scary. Is just that chase potential, right? 3 dashes into so much damage. Here we go.
Neo needs to stay alive here.
Neo, just come back. Can they grab Potion? They are going to grab Potion, but is it going to be enough? Ooh, see if they get anything off of this chasing after the Dragoon. But it's not going to be...
YMH will be coming up from Sylvie.
Not going to be quite enough. Here we go. On to the point. Everyone goes. Can I get anything off of this? They can do the kill onto Sylvie.
Good catch on Sylvie there. The cover gets ghosted.
All right. That's cover gone as well. So that's very good for Eidolon. Can they get anything off of this? Oh, very nice job with the laser beam from the White Mage, covering in with the Dragoon as well.
The angle there, hitting nearly everyone on Team Astra there. So good job on Eva.
Okay, this is the chance for Eidolon to show what they've got. They still have 3 more limit breaks on the way, so this is looking really good for them. If they can catch the Paladin with Seitan Tenchu, that'd be amazing for them.
Ninja will be coming up soon.
Oh, this is perfect time.
Sylvie
Can they find the opening? They're chasing after the White Mage. Not quite. They have to back up for the time being. Meanwhile, back on the point. Trying to see if they can get that Paladin down.
The Paladin before.
Gets the potion.
Gets the potion.
Oh, but they do get Reddit.
Answer will be from Reddit.
Yeah, Reddit saves the team a little bit. Saves the Paladin with the LB. Catching them with the dance. With the Contra dance. Can they get anything else off of this, though? Both sides just going in and out. There's still limit breaks on the side. There goes one. The Bard popping there to make sure the rest of the team gets it. But unfortunately, Celeste is going to go down in the meanwhile. The 1-for-1 still trade. Here, oh my gosh, that White Mage limit break, man. That, I feel like they've nerfed that, but no matter how many times they do it, it's not nerfed enough. Every single time I see that come out.
Unfortunately, Team Umbra on the disadvantage here. They did not hit the 50. Their limit break resources comparatively to Astra are not looking good. They did get the Hallowed Ground, but they need to find a way to fight before the Sensor OB.
Can you Seitan Tenchu through Hollow Ground?
That is a fantastic question. I don't know. That is a great question.
Sylvie
getting absolutely just one GCD out.
Sylvie's just gone. Again, we talk about destroying the limit breaks before they come out, and Sylvie's disappearing is actually really good. No laser beam for them. They get the laser beam returned. Cancel the kill onto the Paladin. This is the perfect time. Reddit Intellectuals in a lot of danger right now, trying to dance their way out. Has a shield up, but it's not going to be enough. There they go. This is the opening that they were looking for. Oh, and they're chasing. They see the kill.
Dragoon in life, Hordor goes
Oh,
out.
Satoru Gojo in a lot of trouble.
Satoru with no Purify, no guard.
Okay, they are going to counter back.
The Miracle of Nature on Neo.
Yeah, Neo gotta be careful here. Ooh, they get the stun though from the laser beam. It's gonna be enough. It is gonna be enough. Kuva gets the kill onto the Dragoon. Neo Dynamo is gonna be out. But they do finally hit the 50%
Eva
mark.
do
At the
gets the
very least.
50%.
So that's good. And they can hold back here. Actually, no, wait. They still have.
Umbra
Sage
wants to
Adventure.
force LBs here from Team Abster here, and then turn the LB game in their favor, and then play them in it.
Yep, we have Gunbreaker on point.
Start contesting here.
Okay,
Dance
they're
LB.
gonna try to counter dance. Oh, there goes Limit Break coming in. Did they get anything after this? They do get the White Mage. Can they get anything else? They get the Gunbreaker as well. So they're going to push off. But already the rest of Eidolon already gone from the fight, saving their Limit Breaks. Still have not seen the Seitan Tenshu yet. Vestel's holding on to it so hard.
This next fight
is that a
might
good
spell
thing?
victory here for either team.
Oh, this might be it. Sylvie stunned. Can they get anything else off of that?
Sir Oswald doing everything he can, holding the Phalanx on for the Dragoon LB. Neo dies instantly.
Oh no! That was it! The snapshot right there!
The Hollowed Gun does get ghosted, but the Phalanx buff does goes out.
That's good at least, but this is looking really bad for Eidolon. Vestel in a lot of danger right now off the point. Whoops, that was not the one I wanted to look at. There we go. And we have to heal off on the point. Can they get onto the point to try to cycle the way off of it? Just defend as much as they can.
Good
Just
pain on
hold-
Celeste there. Celeste kind of maximizing and just holding the point down as a Gunbreaker there.
Oh, just in time.
The Aquavel on him, Celeste barely gets out.
Oh, so much damage on Neo. Has to be careful. He's on the point. No shield taken out, and that's going to be it. One person gone just in time. And with that, I'd Rat will take a game. Very close game, I have to say. But at the last minute, I'd Rat gets the kills needed. Even with the death of Paladin during Limit Break, it was not fast enough. Woo.
That was fast.
That was
That game felt like a minute long. Yeah,
so,
that was
like,
awesome. Good
I
job
was
on
trying-
both teams.
I was trying to ask you during that time before the action kept going down there. Is it smart to save your limit breaks, or should you just pop them as soon as possible?
You want to always kind of like look into what the next minute looks like. Like, do we need this limit break to win this fight? Is it we got as much progress as we want? You know, there's kind of a natural ebb and flow to the pace of the game. Like, you want to question, okay, am I playing to die? Am I contesting to die? So that way, or like, you know, force their LBs so that way you can kind of regroup on the next fight, use your LBs, and then kind of turn back like the progress on them.
Mm-hmm.
That's always something that should be asked.
Oh, man.
Obviously, that comes with more experience and kind of like judging the pace of the game and kind of
Yeah.
like wondering, does this limit break need to be participated?
Oh, it looks like okay, cool. It looks like we have our next map. It's going to be Clock Town. Oh man, tatami mats everywhere, puppets, weird corn. The weird, still what I feel like the weirdest pathway of any crystal of any map. The fact that it goes backwards towards you is just so funny to me. Even though it kind of makes sense because you're flipping yourself around on the map and it's all over the place.
Yeah, it's just who has better ping, right? You have to hope that you have better ping with West Coast advantage.
I will say, not the teams that would probably take advantage of tatami mats as much. Maybe Dancer with the Contra Dance, but that's still a limit break you're relying on here. So
Yeah, correct.
it feels like it's going to be a pretty standard fight, all things considered. And they want to focus on using the lanes to try to break line of sight and trying to find advantage that way. But nothing too
Let's see if-
crazy tatami-wise.
Yeah, let's see if Team Umbra can rally and get the scoreboard even.
Here we go. All right. Man, we were so like bombasted by Reddit's portrait that
Beautiful
we didn't even look
portrait
at the
there.
rest of them. Oh man. In any case, very cute portraits indeed as we go on into this next game here. Eidolon looking for a game. Can we see a game 3 here in this first set? Right now, both sides. It seems these teams seem to be really close. What do you think is the determining factor so far from that first
Can you repeat
match?
that one more time? Sorry.
What
What is
do
the
you think was
determining factor?
The determining factor of that fight? Was it just they were unable to deal with the Paladin?
So, it's hard, right? Because it's game one.
Yeah.
It's the first game for plenty of these folks. Not respecting the burst. Where there was a lot of situations where they might have gone in without guarding. They trusted on the Purify. Like, both teams are running 15-second burst here. So they just kind of need to it's just who has a better wake up, right? And just making sure that you're maximizing your guards here.
Like, who's just on the ball in the meantime? Speaking of which, Celeste is just going all in. Balls up. There they go. This is looking a little odd. Just trying to find the opening here, but the point's not even open yet.
Good
so they
ban
can't
on
take
Neo.
advantage of it. Oh, just trying to
Cover on
find the damage.
Satoru.
They were trying to get Satoru Gojo on the backline, but he's able to shield up already, cover potioned up. And now
The miracle on Ava.
Ava's gone. And soon Celeste is going to be gone as well. Shield's going to be going down, chasing to the Tommies. Let's get the potion at the very least, so he's able to escape with their lives.
Really good swap there after the cover. Really good job on number to notice the cover and quick swap on the Bard and put him on the defensive. But unfortunately, just not the miracle of nature, right? Just finding that perfect angle to get a kill.
But they get the stun onto Celeste. Celeste has many more ways to escape. Silenced up. Does manage to get behind in the corner there, but the entire team is here and they're being chased. Sir Oswald just poking on under with the Confiteor. Trying to find anything there. 50% mark hit by...
So that's spinning on the crystal.
Ooh, Nide Rat. Unfortunately, Sylvie goes down once again. No limit break for them at the moment. And this is going to be perfect time for them to get any advantage on the side of Eidolon. Can they find any kills off of this? Reddit looking very low. Going to be sacrificed on the point there. Doing their best to survive. Everyone else going to back off as fast as possible.
So that this is to go back. This is a good time to kind of go back to what I was saying. Kind of there's an ebb and flow. Like they got their 50%. Team Master got what they wanted. They didn't burn any more limit breaks that they need to. Didn't overstay. You know, you choose to die on the point, and then you just full regroup and you play with in the next fight with limit breaks.
Just delay that point a little bit further on. Just force them to stay behind numbers wise. But here we go. Getting the jump onto Celeste, but counteracts with their
in the air.
break. Oh, can you get anything off of this?
They really want Sir Oswald.
Oh, he's gone. Contradance comes out a little bit too late to save him. Can't get anything off of this as revenge. Celeste looking a little bit low right now. Vistel also looking very low, but is able to manage to find their way around the corner, break line of sight, and get fully healed back up. Celeste on a lot of trouble. They still have their limit break at the ready. Potioning up as well. Oh, Tatami. Oh, they skipped the Tatami snap as well.
Naya cut out of position.
All right, Naya's going to be gone. But it's not the worst part. Sylvie looking really low. They get the kill onto Sylvie. And Reddit's also looking pretty low as well. They got to be a little bit careful. Uh-oh.
Phalanx going out.
Ooh, I got a little scary there. Everything's freezing. Oh, I hope everything's okay. Ladies and gentlemen, you're about to see a burst of special effects happen. In the meantime, as everything just goes down.
The mini on Celeste. No, not like this. Celeste, run.
Oh, no, Celeste. Once again on the other side of the field. No potion this time. Here comes the puppet as well.
Is this the rare double mini? Okay.
Mini and dead. Not much you can do about that. They don't hit the 50% point either off of that. That's so unfortunate. They do have a lot of limit breaks on both sides. So this is going to be quite funny how this is going to go. Are they going to they might let them just take the 50 at this point.
Yeah. Vestel needs to find a way to link here.
Okay. There goes one out.
Pre-guard.
Force the cleanse. Can you get anything off
Shogun
that?
in life. Satoru up in the air.
He got Reddit. No contra dance. Can you get anything off of that? That's another one down. 2 down. This might be the defense they need. Can you get anything else off of this? They do. Satoru Gojo down. 3 down. This is looking really good for Eidolon on this defense here. Can they get anything else off of this? Sarah's going to try
91, 93. They need to contest.
Trying to hold on as much as they can. They hit the mark. They hit past the checkpoint. They have to sit on this checkpoint and prevent it from moving. And
unfortunately, Team Umbra not getting the numbers on the crystal there, so Astra was able to break.
Yeah, that's not the worst scenario at the very least. They got the kills. They were able to push them off, and they didn't get past 50. That's
huge.
Good at least.
As long as Team Umbra here plays carefully around the Dancer OB, they should have this. Vestel needs, again, to find an angle to link.
They don't have any of the limit breaks, though, so there's not too much they can do damage. They have to be very careful. Going on and Reddit, trying to find their way in with the contra dance. Can they get anything off of this? No, they find Sylvie in the back instead. The contra dance goes out, but the limit break goes. Celeste finds a second kill.
Oswald dies with the hollow.
Oh no, that's the limit break for the Paladin gone. They found the opening. This might be it.
25 seconds on the clock.
Oh, Kuva snapshot the shield. Satoru Gojo left alone on the point, has to jump out, but that's the 50% mark reach. That's technically a tie. Oh my gosh, they're even chasing into base. Can they get the kill? They get the cover
covered.
potion.
5 seconds on the clock.
Oh, the timer's going down. Oh, just in time, it's popped. You cannot move from this spot. Sir Oswald pops the limit break. Can he push him away from this point? Oh, there goes the limit break.
Neil's up in the air.
Ava. There's so much damage on the sides of Nine Rat. They had to be careful
Sylvie
here.
doing everything they can to stay alive.
Sylvie trying to round the corner, but very low. No, not quite enough. That's one down. I get anything else
Right
off
of
this?
intellectual, not enough karma goes down.
Ava looking to fall as well. No MP being chased down at the far point, but that's far away from the point. The rest of the team, meanwhile, trying to struggle on the point. Very low. Sir Oswald's going to go down with the shield. Kuba left on point. And Satoru Gojo trying to fight his way out, but there's no limit break. Only Kuba has a limit break, but no one's up near him.
They need to cycle these guards.
They have not
And
found
Kuba,
a
hold
kill.
on, Sylvie.
They have not found a kill. Eidolon takes game number 2.
Wow. Fantastic game. Neil popping off, not a single death.
That, oh my god. Oh my god, that was amazing. What a play.
And another thing to consider, right? Like, is if you're down game 1, like you kind of need to stay strong in your mental, right? Like, consider like it's best of 3. You can still win this game. Good job on Team Umber to rally and get that game.
That was outstanding. That was an outstanding play. Like, we were worried because they hit the 50% mark and they broke the checkpoint, but they're just long enough to just prevent it from going even further. And it was that moment that, man, it felt like on that moment, Eidolon was just faster on getting their moves off. They got the stun, they got their limit breaks off. They found Sylvie in the back lines every single time as like their first go.
I mean, we said it earlier, right? This is most definitely the closest Rookie Rumble to today.
Here we go. Game 3, Red Sands. Game 3, Red Sands. Let's go, folks. We're gonna burn here today.
We're going to Egypt, correct?
Gonna go fight Dio. Find him in his pyramid there.
Oh god.
Oh man, so far, so these two teams have been doing such a good job of the coordination. I think, like,
Yeah, just
both games.
every player doing a fantastic job today.
It looks like Eidolon found the key in just taking out that white mage as soon as possible. Every time Sylvie's gone, they don't have the instant miracle. They don't have the heals. They don't have the laser beam. They've done such a good job of singling her out. They gotta play this a little bit more carefully. They can't just... Well, I was going to say can't go willy-nilly, but Celeste is the one that has been instigating every single fight. And that it's working.
Yep, just kind of taking thread, just gunbreaker things, and you know, just Nebula, and you just kind of just existing, but like forcing Team Master to contest the crystal and just kind of being there, like, can take so much pressure away and enable the rest of Team Umbra here.
It just feels like they're taking so off guard by her sudden offense that, like, they just pour all their cooldowns onto her without realizing, oh wait, that's the gunbreaker, and they leave their back open just in time for that. So we'll see how this one goes. Again, we talked about before.
Where's the dance partner? Don't do this. All right, there's the dance partner. Thank God.
Looks like we're gonna go double Oasis as usual. Cutting down to the middle as well. No one opting to take the speed lane. And take this one. Oh, there goes one. The red, of course.
Something to watch. Watch the miracle of nature.
Yep.
Both teams probably gonna early pre-guard again.
Ava and Sylvie just trying to find the right openings. Poking out inwards, shurikens, dragon mines. And Celeste once again going on in, all whole hog right now. Can they catch anything off this? They're looking for Satoru Gojo in the back line. They're able to get the shield off. Can they get anything potion-wise as well? Yes, Sir Oswald's there with the cover potion. Doesn't really need a potion, actually, because he's already fully up, but there we go.
Sir Oswald without Purify.
Okay, Celeste is gone.
They catch Celeste without Nebula.
All right, this might be the opening they need to just push on forward right now. Naya's going to be taken out as well. On point, Satoru Gojo nice and full. No, Sir Oswald's going to be taken
Catching
out.
Oswald. Why made Joby from Ava?
Yep. Sylvie and Ava having their limit breaks at the ready. Ava going to pop theirs first. Sylvie responding.
Sylvie sending it right back at him.
Doesn't quite get the stuns. Everyone's already been sitting in their shields. Can you get anything off of it? They are going to back off for the time being. Meanwhile, Vestel and Celeste once again back on the point. Can they get anything off of this?
Celeste holding it down. Dragunobi is coming up here soon.
Here we go. Pushing back. They didn't hit the 50. That's really
Celeste
good.
spinning on all of them.
Oh, okay. Reddit tries to pop it, but it's not going to be enough. Oh, they used the cover onto Reddit Intellectual. Try so they can get a safe Contra Dance, but it's not enough. They're going to get some more kills off of it. They get Vestel, but doesn't matter too much. Vestel didn't even have their limit break ready. So this is good for them.
Good effort on Team Master there. They tried to cover, they tried to sync up the Dancer and the Dragunobi, but Satoru gets completely caught out right before he can go up in the air.
They're trying to ensure the Contra Dance first, but that may have unfortunately
Abel finds the angle.
Too much. No! Oh, 2 down. Very nice snipes there. Oh,
Satoru not able to get a good OB there, unfortunately. Vestel still with the link. Good cover from Sir.
Sometimes you just gotta jump in the air to stall for time, you know? Oh, the cover was used as well, trying to get Satoru out. Satoru is able to back up
needs to stay alive
being.
for the hollow.
Oh, Sir Oswald's being chased. He is gonna get potioned. Meanwhile, back on point. Reddit Intellectual in a lot of trouble. Gonna be backed off in the corner. He's gone. Vestel catches him with the Hosho.
They need to play with Phalanx here.
They're not finding the opening. They're just killing off everyone else. Satoru go just
the cover gets
Phalanx.
ghosted.
Oh no.
Good effort from Oswald there. That was extremely close to block the link there.
But right now Ava has a laser beam. They already killed they killed Sylvie, and now they're free to laser beam. They get the Paladin off the laser beam.
Neo putting so much pressure on them.
The Eidolons are the most powerful summon creatures of all Final Fantasy, and they are
That's
here
true.
showing their true strength right now. Heat Wave, but they get the 50% mark. We got an Antlion coming though. It looks like. Oh no, right. It's Heat Wave Springs. Yeah, get the heals up, get the shields up. Ah, baby, look at that
Neo without
freshwater
guard.
spring. Okay, Contra Dance coming up, try to break the shield onto Celeste.
They catch down to Neo up in the air.
Oh, they get the damage at the very least, but Reddit's gonna be taken out instead as well.
Catches it before the guard. So much damage.
Alright, can I get anything else off of it? They have to be a little bit careful. Naya low on health, maybe low on life. Bind it up and gone. Taken out by the opposing archer. Kuva going to be bringing the kills in there. Going to get Ava as well. Ava looking really low, just trying to stall things as much as possible. Dies on point. Very nice job. And there they go. This time it's going to be Eidolon with the lead. First time
and
in this set.
they will have White Mage LB advantage here.
Alright, they have 4 limit breaks at the ready here soon. 2 already, all at the ready to go.
Neo looking like he's gonna go around. He's taking the Sandstream. Neo by himself, looking at their backline. Satoru with Dragunobi.
What, looking to bait?
Satoru up in the air.
Ooh, gotta get out, gotta get out, gotta get out. No more shields. Vestel in a lot of trouble. Had to run out because of the Antlion. We're gonna 1-for-1 trade though. They do take out Sylvie again. they found Sylvie.
Was that 2 Antlion kills?
The Antlion is a little biased here, it looks like.
Sir Oswald going down before Phalanx. Oh. This fight is so close right now.
This is looking
Satoru needs to stay alive.
They need to get the limit. Oh no! Ava with the limit break catches Reddit off
That's
guard.
the linking.
There they go, 2 down. Is this gonna be it? Eidolon, first time in this event.
Link 2. Can Sylvie make it?
That's it. Oh my gosh, ladies and gentlemen. Eidolon is the one moving onwards to the next round on winner's side, and Nairat falling to losers. Very amazing play by the aggression from both Neo and Celeste. Holy crap.
Wow. Both teams are just every team today showing up.
That was astounding. That was so cool. And with that, we move on to the bracket as our final... Whoops. There we go. The final game at the ready. Eidolon moving onwards towards the winner's side. What a great comeback from Eidolon, I have to say.
While we have your attention, make sure to hit that little follow button there on PV Primal. Fantastic job. Thank you to the organizers and for you for streaming this event right now. Thank you for everybody working on the back end. So far, it's been a ton of fun.
And if you guys look at the bracket, we're not done yet with this first round. We still have many more exciting matches to go here as I try to quickly find the thing. And with that, we have our final set of the first round. As you can see here in the bracket, 2 newer teams as well. Primo Solo Q versus Solar. Coming up, playing for Primo Solo Q, we have Reigns Litzpez, Lintia, Seto Memio, Esper Freya, Eris Valens, Noel Zeta, and Amadeus Lionheart.
And on Team Solar, we have Arimi Banimi. We have Iron Chef America, Crisis Asfina, Regis Darsic, Census Nero. Stacked players on both sides, multiple top 30s.
Yep, both of them forming this new team here. Here we go. Oh, did we not change the roster? Thought I changed the roster. Let me just double check to see. Yeah. I don't know what's happening.
Oh my god, I'm so much louder. That's one thing. We need to figure out how to turn your mic up.
Am I still so much loud? Okay, hold on one sec. I can fix that.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we are not professionals here, but we'll do our damn best. Here we go. I'm gonna lower you below 100%. Maybe that would help. Okay, here we go. Okay, let's see. Let's see here. Okay. Just double check a few things as we mosey on in here to the scene right now. We just get on in through here. There we go. Very nice. Okay.
Believe it or not, I am pretty far away. Almost like James, but not quite.
Okay, I'm just double checking the team names to make sure I got them correct. I think I got them. I'm just looking at this. It's like, any case, we'll blame Gary after this. That's how we go for it. Any case, it looks like
yeah, any faults or errors, mistakes, anything, absolutely anything, just at Gary Keto.
It's him. It's all him. We throw him under the bus. In any case, let's get that ready, checked ready. I don't know who Lollipops is, but okay, joining on in. All right. Let's talk about this one real quick. As we were told in chat, Foolproof is Amadeus. Foolproof, I believe, a Dragoon playing in this set. Yeah, both. Tell me about. You mentioned that both of these teams are quite strong players in their midst right now.
Yeah, there's some CCRC players, a lot of rankers in here too. Multiple or a good amount of them have participated in random community events as well, so it makes me really happy to see players still, appreciate CC and keep coming back for it.
It's always a fun time here as we move our way back to Palestra. Let's do this, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be game number 1 for the final set of the first round only. We have a lot more to go in here, folks. Going to be Primo Solo Q versus Solar. Okay. I'm just like sniffing into the mic right now. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Ooh, very classy.
Synergy. I love it.
Man, I wish my Solo Q was as nice as this.
One day.
One day. I never. One day, never.
Oh, some handsome folks on the other side as well. Let's go.
All right, here we go. So I'm looking at this lineup. Looks like we have some more classes to talk about on the side of Primo Solo Q. We got Scholar and Samurai.
So Team Solar is pretty much like a good front to back, kind of single somebody out. They have the Samurai for good disruption. They have Scholar, so again they can just kind of play the crystal null out a lot of damage from them, just kind of bleed out the enemy team here and survive their burst, and then find their way to get somebody out. But Team Umbra also with some very scary, very scary damage here with the Bard and the Summoner kind of, you know, again, same thing. They can just signal somebody out, just kind of one GCD somebody out with the Dragoon. They do have the Miracle in Nature as well on their advantage, so let's see how that's used.
All right, here we go. Defensive power. Here we go. Spread Scholar already at the ready to go. Just poking at Esper Freya. Just teasing them in, but here we go. There goes the speed from the Scholar. Oh, can they find the opening?
The zoomies. Here we go.
They get the bio off. Can't get anything off of it. They get the kill on the Samurai immediately, but Sensus Nero also to the fall, trying to back up at the time being. Can they get the trade off of the chain onto Sensus, but he's able to back off just in time. Meanwhile, Esper Freya in a lot of trouble here. It pops the shield there, but is that going to be enough for them? Just waiting for them to drop it. And he heals up. No, it's a stun. Rocks, and they're gone.
So not really like as I mentioned earlier, not respecting their damage, just kind of walking forward without cheetah or early guarding, and then they just kind of get to signal somebody out and just full send. Good job on Sensus there for finding the damage and getting out.
Yeah, that looked really scary for him at that point, but he was able to break the corner and just get out scot-free. One of the rest of the team just hopping onto the one person that might catch him, Esper Freya, preventing them from using the Rend on top of him.
Crisis good at getting on the speed lane, finding the White Mage LB angle.
Right, here we go. Can I get anything off of this? They are able to find the Dragoon once again. It's going to be a one-for-one trade, though, with the limit break used at the very least.
Summoner LB from Regis. Can you use it here and just turn the fight in their favor?
Yeah, it looks like all of Team Umbra just trying to get away for the time being.
Yeah. This is good. They got the 50%. They got what they wanted. They can just kind of regroup and then fight at a better position.
I love about the chase is knowing if you're able to get the kill off of that. Oh, they do. They got Sensus right as he was about to escape range. Very good job, Esper Freya. Also with the limit break. Can they get anything else off of this? Not quite. Rands them to go down for all their trouble, but that's going to be one-for-one trade once again as they approach the 50% mark. Can they get there? It looks like Solar is able to prevent them from reaching it. Just poking on in.
Being used. Maybe a little bit of overkill there from Iron Chef. It's going to desync now with his Dragoon OB. That's okay. Arimi does have Bard OB to help him get back to it.
All right. It's not the worst part at the very least, so they have time to recoup here. They're still stuck at the 50% check mark. At the very least, there might be some time for them to do something. They're already crowding the corners. They even popped the Dragoon. That'll be very early. Oh, the chain! Can they get anything off this? Force the shield off of them. Can they take advantage of that? No shield there. Any damage can be done afterwards. No, they get the speed lane with the limit break. Crisis, very nice job. Gets the kill as well.
Maybe a case of the shakies there, but it's okay. They still have 2 minutes on the clock.
Well, they get Iron Chef America, though. So let's see. They're doing a very good job of just trying to hold them off, but Reigns is going to go down as well. That's 2 of their DPS down. I mean, Machinists can still do a lot of damage, but they have to be very careful. Seto being caught out in the backline, forced into shield as well. Not silenced yet, though. Oh, that dive in from the Summoner. Oh, there they go. Regis and Sensus finding the kill onto Seto just in time. All right.
We need to look out for the spite here. Who do they want to get out of this fight? The White Mage will be coming up here soon from Umbra. Like, they can use that as a tempo play and just send.
Oh, they're setting up, though.
The Summoner.
They're sitting on the lane. They see the opening. They have to be careful here or how they're going to approach this. Both sides getting ready, just jumping on in. There goes the bio spread. Ooh, they get the Samurai, unfortunately, and the Warrior goes down as well instantly.
Wow, great shot there from Iron Chef.
Oh,
okay,
man.
A minute on the clock still. The Astra needs to just kind of back off. Use the clock to regroup here.
It's enough time. So, I mean, do they have time, though, when the enemy is in your entire spawn? It doesn't look that great. Foolproof in a lot of trouble. He's gone. Can't get anything else following up.
With the Samurai OB.
Oh, Vlen had to burn his turret here for the time being just to make some room for their team, but it's not going to be quite enough. They're very rounded. The point almost around the corner.
They signaled out Rhaenys. I think they knew he didn't have Purify there.
Oh, no. Esper Freya with a limit break on their head. They're gone. Oh man, Valentia soon to fall as well. Limit breaks left and right. Just get this machinist out of here.
To hold the point.
No!
Good pull from Iron Chef.
Oh my god.
Okay, Dragoon up in the air. Can you hold? They are in Seraph.
Okay.
Ren needs to find someone with his cheats on.
Got the limit break off. Primal Ren goes off from Iron Chef America. Oh, Reigns gets the Xantatescu. But unfortunately, Seto gets killed in time. 1-for-1 trade on both sides. Can he get anything else off of this? Primo Solo Q needs to find an opening. There goes their scrim as well. They get all 3 members on point. Can they convert this into damage, though? That's 1 down. They get Krysa. Can they follow up after this? Dragoon's chasing after the bar, but it's going to be a little bit too late.
A little scary here for Team Master, but not impossible.
They have Marksman Spite. So that's, if they can get one person low enough, that's an instant delete. And there's no real defense on the side of Solar, so there's a chance they can take out the White Mage maybe with it. Oh, here we go. Oh my gosh, Solo Esper!
Somebody out.
They get Census
before he goes up in the air.
All right, Krysa's gonna get yep. Another trade once again. Regis gonna get the kill. On to the Samurai. And foolproof, hold on to the point. They got to stick on here. This is not the best place for the Dragoon to be. Seto slowly trying to get on, chained up. Getting me the focus of the target here on the point. Valentia gonna join on in, just cycling on this point. Trying to keep the push alive little by little, but there goes Bahamut. Keeping his anger over this area here. It's going to be a little bit scary. Can he get anything else off of this? Iron Chef America also has the limit break out there ready. Gets the scream out. Gets it onto foolproof. That's a lot of damage on 2 of the poor Dragoon. He can't defend. They try to get the limit break as well.
Settle trying to do everything he can for his team to hold on.
Esper Freya goes down. Okay, they're still pushing at the very least. Then Crisis very low on the backside. They're trying to find the kill on this White Mage, but it's not quite enough. Reigns isn't there with the damage at the very least, and Seto can be killed on the other side on the speed lane. Still a 5-man defensive force here. Can they hold on? No, that's it. No one's on the point fast enough. Foolproof, unfortunately, taking off the point, and with that, game number 1 goes to the side of Solar.
A 0-death game for both range players there on Team Umbra.
That's scary. That's how you know they've been eating good this match, is that they were not bothered at all. Oh man. Regis especially, just finding those openings with the burst, and the Bahamut was just everywhere on the battlefield. It felt like there was just no breathing room for them.
I wonder if Team Astra will do any changes here. Maybe either match the White Mage or change their damage profile.
Okay. Well, we can see what they're bringing up with them right now. I forget if I'm the leader of this one or not. Yes,
they could also decide to play a map that suits them a little more.
Like C9?
Are we going to C9? I hope so.
We're going to C9.
I think everybody loves C9, right?
Yeah.
I can speak for everyone here.
Best map in the game.
We love C9. Nice fresh air.
I've talked about C9 for so long on these events, man. Every single time. I mean, it's similar to Red Sands, right? The single lane middle part.
Yeah.
Very snowball engagements. Instead of heat, you got wind. It looks like we're ready to go. C9 for this. It looks like no change from either side. We're going with the same comp as well. Let me just... Maybe if I open the duty map instead, that would be better. There we go. There's Cloud9. Aha. There we go. Okay.
Looks like no changes on either side.
Does this help Primal Solo Queue with their comp? Do you think it's a good call from them, or do they just want to cause chaos? You think?
I want to say that them getting guards out due to wind might help the machinist to find better opportunities. That is something that is a factor here. They are also kind of like a tempo-based team where if they not only kill someone with Joe in the beginning, they can play with Cheetan or the Dragoon immediately after.
It's very
just overall, definitely something that every team needs to kind of factor is what map are they just more comfortable on, right? If they're better at playing potions, they're better at peeking corners. Like that is something that is really advantageous for loser spec.
I mean, this could be the map where Primal Solo Queue are set up for, the offensive victory. They got the buff from the Scholar, they got stuns from three classes. Like, it should lead to a very fast kill, right? Ideally. So
correct.
This could give them a chance. This map could let them find the opening to just snowball their way in. But let's find out if they can, as we said last time, just respect Solar's openings.
Mm-hmm. And Crisis found a lot of good Miracle of Natures there. Let's hope they can find a way to disable that.
Yeah, because like the last game we saw, that the big key was disabling the White Mage here. So it feels like, once again, just disable that healer role, prevent them from giving that support, giving the stuns, the polymorphs, the laser beams, just prevent them from doing much of anything. Here we go. Oh, immediately Iron Chef America. Yep. Immediately respecting it. Esper Freya also guarding to get out. Joe's back in though. Trying to see if they can catch anyone on the backside. Catching them.
Good job on Esper staying alive. Can they find something? Miracle of Nature.
Oh, the potion spawns just in time though. I'm gonna back out. No kills just yet. This is actually quite interesting. Both sides backing off.
The Machinist needs to get out of Battle Blaster here and then find something with...
They get the stun onto the Samurai, so that's one down. Can you get anything else off of this? They find Krista. There it is. There's the chain. Force them into shield. Unfortunately, too much damage coming in. They can't round the corner to find the kill on the White Mage. And now Esper Freya forced into shield themselves. Oh, the stun into the White Mage. Oh, there they go. Esper Freya taken out on the front lines just in time as the shield drops. Very strong timing. And we have a tornado in 15 seconds.
Astra, a little desync here, needs to just kind of regroup, take a breather now. They need to also factor in the fact that they cannot get the feathers here. That will be in team members' favor, so they need to respect the early limit breaks.
Just gotta play this one carefully. All right, there they go. Double feathers.
Marksman's Smite and foolproof with LB soon.
Double feathers versus 4 limit breaks. Let's see how this goes. Can I even get a limit break off though is the question. Census already in the thick of things right now. Oh, the Marksman Smite! Oh, they're gone! There it is. Perfect timing. Takes out the Dragoon before the limit break can do much.
Good White Mage LB. Iron Chef finds 2. Can they kill the Dragoon foolproof here? They need to put pressure on him so that he doesn't get a free... Good Miracle of Nature. Perfect Miracle of Nature there from Crisis, and foolproof goes down before you can LB.
Both Dragoons taken out before they can use their LB. Very big. Aramimi, though, gets their Bard out. Just get the rest of the team up and ready to go. Continue on this offensive right now, as meanwhile in the backline they take out Seto. That's some damage and shielding gone from the side of Primal Solo Queue. They gotta be careful. Oh, there goes another one. The chain, the rend once again.
It's okay, just use the clock, kind of take a second again to breathe, regroup. You don't need to contest, like anything from like 70 to 80, you don't need to contest right away. Just use whatever it takes to get your 5 people together again.
Looking very scary.
Foolproof going up in the air.
All right, into the sky. Any shields? Get on to Iron Chef. Oh, limit break goes out. Can they kill the Iron Chef? No, the Iron Chef escapes. Yes, he does. Meanwhile, back on point, we see another death. It's going to be Esper Freya. Dead on point.
Regis with Summoner will be soon.
Here we go.
Wooly, send the Bahamut right away.
Oh, there he goes. Xantateki coming out from Reigns. Gets the kill. Can they do anything off of this? No, foolproof.
On the Dragoon.
The Bahamut comes out and says, no, buddy, this is my turf now. That is like the scariest place to put a Bahamut, man. Holy crap. That is... You can't even get to the point. That's too much damage.
And since it's able to get out and live, that's massive for them right now to just keep up the pressure.
Okay, they are able to... Bahamut's gone. They're able to push them off just a little bit there, trying to rule in Crisis, but the rest of the team here, just for the backup, Esper Freya taken out before they can blink. Oh, and the limit break coming onto Seto. Oh,
just
no.
Not letting Team Astra breathe here.
Valentia so low on health. The poor Machinists trying their best to hold things. Oh, just Primal Solo Queue things, folks, I guess. The poor Machinists. Trying to hold on to that point for the rest of the team. Oh boy.
Still a minute on the clock here.
Oh my gosh, there's just so much damage. They can't do anything to mitigate this damage.
if Foolproof can stay alive long enough to get another Jagunobi, he gets pulled in with the Bloda. They really want Foolproof dead.
Yeah, he's dead. Just you see Iron Chef America jump in with the primer, and it's like, well,
Sentis in the air. He wants this
now.
warrior.
Just cherry on top of it, huh? And they're gone. Here comes Tornado.
No.
There they go.
The wind.
Oh, Vlin again. The machine is left alone on point. This is solo queue memories, folks. Oh, gets a shield to block the laser beam at the very least, but Seto in a lot of trouble. Has to back out. Nope, not even fast enough. Not even fast enough to do that.
They need to contest. Foolproof needs to find an angle where he can get a kill with the Nobi here.
Oh, this is looking very scary. Rain's forced to shield. Miracle of Nature pop. Bahamut goes off. Iron Chef ends it. Oh, now it's Foolproof's turn.
Arimi and Red just playing perfect distance here, just playing absolutely safe and not letting them get anything.
There is just so much damage being slung around. I don't know what they can do about this. Their lineup is not defensive at all. This is a team that requires a snowball, and there is no snow here at all. It is summertime right now.
Settle doing everything he can to hold on for his team.
They have limit breaks. They have limit breaks at the very. They stalled this game long enough.
They're doing a fantastic job of letting the crystal push, just building distance from the spawn.
Get to the point. Oh no, that's it. No one's on point this time. Seto taken out, forcing him to walk forward. And with that, Solar will be taking game number 2 in a fashion. Oh my god, once again, 0-0 deaths for both the ranged. For both Summoner and Bard. That is astounding. That's how you know they're eaten, you know?
God, that was awesome. I wish we could have more of this. Unfortunately, that was our last set today. But
Yep.
but damn, like again, huge props to every team showing up today.
Mm-hmm. We're not done yet. Also, either we still have the second half of today to go forward on this bracket. Let's hurry up and look at that bracket real quick before we sign off here for a quick break. Right now, let's talk about other teams that are moving on towards the winners and losers. Coming on up, as you can see, Solar moving on 2-0. Will be up against Eidolon. A surprise from the last match. Meanwhile, on the upper side, both returning teams trying to vie to see who gets into winners finals. It's going to be Charlene Sharks versus Crystalline Orphans. But first, we're going to venture down, I believe, into the lower bracket as we need to say goodbye to 2 teams. I think we're going lower bracket first, right? I'll double check.
That sounds correct. Yeah.
But we got Counterspell versus Big Dynamis Energy, and then Na-Eyed Rat versus Primal Solo Q. So once again, these teams fighting for survival in this bracket here. Any last words, Merlin, about today? Anything special you want to say?
Again, shout out to PV Primal for putting this together. Like, did the graphics, the back end, the organization. Thank you guys. Make sure you guys stay tuned in. Again, this is a 2-day event, so make sure you're followed.
Stay tuned tomorrow for the finals, because it's going to be, if you thought today's matches were awesome, they're going to be even crazier tomorrow. But stay tuned, guys. You're up.
Welcome back, everybody, to Rookie Rumble 4. I hope you're ready for another round of 4 great sets. We're going to be going into Losers Round 2 and then back up to the Winners Bracket. I'm Faraway James, and joining me today on the mic is my best friend, Taro Broomstick. How's it going, man?
Oh, it's going pretty well. It's nice to meet you close up, James.
Oh, so true. I'm right next to you, right next to you this time, because we have another 4 great sets coming up for you here. And first up, we're going to have a loser go home match here in the losers bracket between Big Dynamis Energy and Counterspell here. We saw them first up. Counterspell playing the Charlene Sharks pretty close, and Big Dynamis Energy playing up against the Crystalline Orphans. So let's see who is able to stay here in the tournament. What do you think about this, Taro? I think we're just about ready to get things started, but do you have any comments on the teams here?
I think both of these losers round games are going to be really close, actually. I think it's going to be pretty close competition between Counterspell and Big Dynamis Energy here, and then it's going to be pretty close on the next one as well. I think Counterspell's been improving a lot in the last month or so, and they're looking pretty good.
Yeah, nice. I mean, the games all so far have not disappointed. There have been some real close ones, some real bangers. I mean, that Eidolon set was wild. So here we are. We're getting ready with the ready check. So we're going to be getting into the game soon. Just kind of looking at the comp, we're seeing once again, I believe it was a Counterspell that ran the double tank comp with the Monk and the Summoner and with the Astro on the back end. Going into something a little bit more standard, but with Paladin. What do you think? Starting out here on Maestra.
1 second, let me see the rosters again. But I think, in general, I think Counterspell runs the same thing roughly every time. They got Dreaded Gem on the Gunbreaker, which there's a lot of different directions you can take Gunbreaker and LP. It's kind of interesting. In solo queue, all you ever do is like sit in Nebula, right? But in LP format, you can kind of trust your team and some coordination a bit more. So if you take DPS, like you have a higher burst than Dragoon does for your 1 GCD actually.
On the 1 GCD with double down?
If you if you take DPS, burst strike somebody random, and then you go into it, you can do dash, double down, blasting, hyper velocity, and it comes out to more damage than Dragoon's Wormwind Nestrand.
That's pretty huge, especially when they're running 2 red here with the Monk and the Summoner. Summoner obviously can really pop people with their Ifrit, but Monk can be a little bit lower if they don't fully have it set up with Phantom Rush. Over on the other side, they are going to be, I think it's pretty interesting because Rax gets Dax and the Paladin is going to be their prime, like their biggest body in the front line. A lot of teams kind of like to hide their Paladin and use it for the get out of jail free card on the defensive end. But like when Paladin's your main frontliner, I'm interested to see if they say cover the Red Mage early and let them just...
Yeah, I think covering the Red Mage early so that they can play the game and get some Black Shift stabs out without being perma-dead would be a...
Sun's going to go under. There's Guard on the Monk. The Magic Mirror is going to cover him a little bit. Damage coming back out on Sanguine. It's not quite covered yet. Going to take it a lot. They don't have too much LP left. Looks like everyone's still alive. And they're going to take a bit of cleave on the point. They're going to dive back. Still hunting that Red Mage. Not quite going to get it. Looks like Astra is kind of going deep. Not too much damage yet.
Oh, the Pam too. They rescued them with Pam there.
That's going to be the first step. Is Pasta Salad going to be able to get out? They will pick up the potion when they're kind of full health already. Great Ren to
on that DPS.
Jump in. Yeah, they will get a great double down. It's not going to do too much. Astra will be able to reset here. Dreaded Gym should be okay. They are on DPS junctions. They're a little squishier than they might otherwise be.
They're going to get caught and staggered here, though. Their team needs a regroup to fight this checkpoint.
They do get the potion. They're going to make it back to point. They are in guard.
They're looking here with LB, but they have no mana and half health. It's a little risky to go for this spin.
Yes, Asula is going to be the target on the other end. Rax also takes...
Looks like they were able to get it out, but they didn't get to double down and finish off of it. They just spun into death.
They did not. I mean, they are still trying to hunt the Astro. They will get it in return, so they do finally get that trade. Rax pretty low here. Going to get rended. That's a good stump.
Both the teams are looking pretty even 4v4 here. LB economy in favor of Astra.
Yeah, they were able to get the touch. Yeah, he's just going to get pulled back. Oh, okay, that's going to be it.
Ooh, and then denial on the Paladin. That's rough.
Sasula just spawning now. There's the Southern Cross onto Ender. Not quite going to be enough. There's the
they're ninja chaining. Let's see if they can get anyone else. They're looking at the Monk next, it looks like.
Yeah, and they're not going to be able to get the touch either. That's huge. That's a great pick to find when you're at disadvantage there.
Yeah, they didn't get the chain on anyone else. It was just a single kill with that Ninja LB.
Yeah, but it buys them the time. They still have Crystal advantage. Dreaded Gym trying to hold, but he's kind of in no man's land right now. Has to run for his life. Pasta Salad right there should be enough. Sanguine is now going on the Pasta Salad. Uh-oh, he's kind of stuck.
Looks like they're going to pick off that kill, get a push back, and most likely they're going to sing and have massive LB economies here.
Yeah.
The other side, though, Astra still has plenty of LBs to use for this fight, too, so it should be a pretty even exchange overall between these two here.
Sanguine is sitting in Black Shift a lot here. All right, here we come. They're peeking the corner. There's the Celestial River, gonna be a big stun there.
Ooh, that's a lot of cleave.
Huge. Oh my goodness. Sasula's gonna live. That's where the damage was. Otherwise,
Oh
Dread
my
go down.
gosh.
Andy also gonna go down. Oh, it's a huge wipe. Great play from Big Dynamis Energy. Alexander, not long for the world
Oh
either.
my gosh, I didn't even see entirely what happened there, but they got cleaved.
Man, they
They
all
were almost dead off the get.
That's huge. That was a great job from them on that crystal management when it was pushed back, and then they find all their buttons at the right time. Looks like it's going to be just about it. The Astro going to try to get there. They will get the Purify
Astro can
Guard.
hold the point.
Okay, there's
They-
Phoenix. They're going to have to
They
swap,
still have
though.
Warrior LB here. They can make something happen to push
And
back.
he's going to stream, get Sasula. Looks like they're going to go for the burst. Their
Oh,
snaps
no.
out. It's going to be one. I don't think it's going to be quite enough. Healthbar
It's
is
a
looking very
3v5. They have the
awesome.
Meteor. Where's the Meteor gonna go?
Dreaded Jim goes down to snap number 2. And there's
Meteor
the
onto Ninja, but they don't get the kill cleanup after.
It doesn't matter. This monk is
It's
fighting
over.
an uphill battle. There it
That's
is.
rough. That's a pretty decisive game.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with Big Dynamis'
Wow,
energy.
that Bard took 0 pressure that game, it looks like.
Yeah, I think they did a really good job of. They picked their engagements really well, and then they capitalized on picks they did get. Like, I think a lot of teams in the situation where they were getting pushed on after they kind of got shoved off their 50 would kind of play back behind the block on Palestra and let the other team come to them, maybe give them the push. But instead, they use a really decisive Ninja Snap. They get one pick. Like, their tank's able to hold it before they touch the 50, and then they just have Crystal Prio for the rest of the game pushing back the other way, which is really strong. Obviously, the execution on the fight on the other end was really impressive, but that just makes it so much harder for your opponent when, like, into overtime, they don't have something they can lean back on.
Yeah, it's interesting looking at Big Dynamis Energy's team comp. To me, it feels like it's pretty low on burst and like upfront damage to be securing these kills with, but they're getting there.
I'll
The
tell you
Astro
what.
has a very good burst up front, and if you don't break that Paladin Sheltron, I mean, they can bomb with the 24k as well in a 1 GCD, but it's pretty impressive how much they're pushing out of this team comp. These jobs are not the highest damage with the other than Astro, but
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you what, it sure didn't feel like they were low on damage at that fight on the 50.
no. Yeah, I think that was just Astro LB and then Astro's own damage alongside the Bard cleave as well with the burst arrow. That was a ton of damage.
It was huge. Great play there. Looks like we're going to Clown Town for game number 2. You know, compared to Pala, especially at the 50, it's a lot more kind of closed off. There's a few more options for LOS. And I'm curious to see how Big Dynamis Energy like thinks about Crystal Prio compared to how they did on Palestra. Because they were able to find that good stop right before the 50 last time, but here it's a little bit harder and you have to commit more in order to do that. Especially
Yeah, the 50 position is just so open.
Yeah, it's open and like you have to LOS the other team so early or if you're trying to get there.
Yeah. Well, for the retake, the person who's standing on Crystal is just so open. They can get flanked from multiple angles, and you just, if you want to stay standing on the Crystal, you have to be in line of sight of every possible direction.
That's true. But Counterspell does have the big bodies to do it. With someone like Gunbreaker with an Astro behind him, that's a very tough target to take down if you don't have all of your burst aligned.
Yeah. It's, Astro's side can just put that Gunbreaker on there, press Nebula when they start feeling like they're in danger. It's pretty safe, but most team comps don't have if you look at Umber's side, like the best bet they can do is put the Paladin there, but the Paladin wants to be person 2 usually.
All right, let's see. Looks like our team's going to run into each other straight to our end.
Oh,
The
we're
left
taking
door.
the left door and brawling
Oh.
here at the...
Oh, the red mage is in really deep. That's a guard out of pasta salad. 3 guards, I think, got an Astra there. This could
Yeah.
be trouble. They're going back
Umber's
on the
looking to
screen.
get that cleave
Damage.
again.
So much cleave.
Oh,
Looks
but they
like
get the
they got it.
return onto the Astro.
Yeah,
It's
the
looking like
Astra
Astro for
down.
Astro if they can't get Pasta or reset, but Pasta's already
Get
resetting. Hinder might go down though.
Yeah, but they will get the trade on the KD. Umber doing a very
Oh,
good
my.
job. They're able to get more of the.
The cover fails from Rex. It was
Oh, no.
just late. It's a good start for Astra here.
Yeah, very much so. They were able to absorb all of that cleave, so it was a lot of damage in total, but they weren't able to secure it quite as much as Umbra did.
Are they gonna let Jim stay on the Crystal and send the Astra to help with the fight? I think I would have preferred to see the other way around. Jim's got more mobility to stick with it.
I could see that. I could only see the argument if you know, on mats, if you have that like Astro stun, you could really stop somebody there. Rax gonna go ahead and dive onto the point. Gonna take a bit of damage. Guards out. There goes
we got the spin going.
Jim.
That's a big spin. It's on 3 people.
Yeah, here comes some more cleave from Astro.
Oh
it's
my
huge.
gosh, it's huge.
Jim not long for this world either. Can they get the trade? Wait, the Astro goes crazy. Pasta Salad's gonna save their life.
We got Bahamut coming up too soon.
Oh, it's huge.
They should hold this Bahamut and use it for the next fight, but there's probably only going to be one more if they win this.
Yeah, it looks
They're
like
holding the Bard on mats. Oh, that's a kill too for sure.
Oh,
no way they let that go. Yep.
Umbra in dire straits here. Rax gets stacked.
It's going to be a 4v5 fight for Umbra.
Okay, here goes the Red Mage. They're in. Sasula, no guard.
They have the Astro Bahamut sync. It's huge.
It is huge. Sasula gonna go down though. The Red Mage kind of stuck on point, eating a lot of cleave. That Ren's gonna hit both. Rax in guard, not long for this world. Katie gonna get
Rax
screamed.
is down. Oh, and they both get
Katie, you have to
screamed too.
Not like this. You gotta spam your juicy juice here. It's not quite gonna be enough. The
Oh no.
Masaru can't make it. Astro gonna take it.
That's a rough one. That was really decisive. Well played from Counterspell here.
Yeah, very much so. They're gonna go ahead.
Umbra tried to punish in the opener again with a big brawl in that corner using their cleave that they have on their comp, but it just didn't work out for them this time. They got sent first.
Yeah, they got sent first. I mean, the damage was indeed there. They just weren't able to quite secure anything. And I think at the end of the day, it was a 2-for-1 when all was said and done. But Astra kept up the pressure really, really well. The spin from Dreaded Jim did a good job getting those guards, and then they were able to snowball it from there. So, all right.
Yeah, they silenced Jim right as he pressed it, so he was just stuck sitting there spinning, but he got 3 people in it, so it worked out really well for them.
All right, looks like we're going back to Pala for game 3.
Oh man, back to Pala again. Everybody wants to play Pala.
Only so much, in my opinion.
It's getting throwbacks already. Pala, Pala, Pala.
Oh no, the flashbacks are starting.
2 back-to-back best of 5s where every single game was Pala. 10 games of Pala. I love it. It's like solo queue.
All right, loading in here. I don't think either team's really changed up their comp. This is high stakes here. The loser, unfortunately, we're not going to see too much more from, but a great fight from both. Let's see who's going to move on. Yep, it's the same comp there. Yeah, and everyone's staying. All right.
Yeah, we're running the same things. Last time they were just a tiny bit slow on that Paladin cover, and Sanguinus died with just that last tick. Something snapshot through and killed Sanguinus. Or no, it was Katie, actually.
Yeah, that's right.
But yeah, they got that kill. Katie Shikuchi'd away, Rax covered, but the damage came through. If he's just a touch faster, that entire opener probably plays out differently.
But I mean, that's props to Astra, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. They were very quick on the draw there.
And they have to be with that comp, and they're executing it well. So I think everybody's... I mean, this tournament's called a Rookie Rumble, but these aren't rookie games. I feel like everybody's doing a great job here as we get started. Game 3, Crystal unbinds in 15. Astra pretty confident, taking more space. That's DPS junction already. They're
there's a pre-guard here from Lex.
Remage in deep, hitting Ender. They're going to go for the Frazzle. Here we go. Where's the damage? It's Rax and Ender. Ender's
starting to come down. Yep, Ender's down. First kill goes over to Umbra's side.
They're hitting some good cleave. Looks like they're hitting Dreaded Jim. He might be in trouble. He doesn't have Nebula. Opted for that DPS junction. Gonna get a good heal off the Astro. Are they gonna live Lexander in the back?
Doesn't look like they're gonna get it. The Sheltron bomb isn't gonna hit anything.
Are they going for it? No, they swapped to Lexander. He has no MP. They're gonna get some good damage.
Oh, they get that kill. That's
the crystal's been moving this entire time. It's still an extended fight. Dreaded Jim never got to reset.
I've been staring at this Paladin to see when he was going to use cover, and he hasn't used it yet. It's just been all offense.
Oh, they've been crazy here. That's a great job from them. They're going to get the break.
What a turnaround from last game.
Yeah, they're going to be behind the 8 ball. And they had great crystal attention there, too, because it's one thing to drive the enemy back, but you really make them pay, because now they get the break completely for free. Dreaded Jim just spawned in. They're going to have the fight on this elbow here, which can be a really uncomfortable place to do it.
Next fight, they do have the faster LBs for Astra, though, so even though they've been dead, they have the quicker buttons here.
Yeah, it looks like
Oh.
Lyxander's running him all the way to the back.
There's a
He
lot
took
of pressure
the
on
hit.
this Bard. They're going to get the floor pop, but they're out of
Yeah,
position now.
it's a 4v1. The rest of the team's going to show up. Is Rax finally going to cover here? It might be the time. The damage is
Bard
going out on
self-bans in a
Masaru.
proc, so they have mitigation. And the team's bursting into it anyways.
Sonic
Looks like
Cross
they're gonna
hit
live.
three. Dreaded Jim did hit the spin there. They're stuck in place for so long. Oh, goodness, Sanguinus finally goes
They
down.
get at least one kill turned out. They get the red mage down.
All right. Lyxander's been living in their backline for a while now. Here they come. Here's the rest of the team coming in on the Rax.
It's
Where's the
essentially
damage?
a
Here's the
ninja
Comet.
versus a warrior LB here. The Astra LB is not too much of a factor.
Okay, and Astra picks up the crystal here. I'd like to see Astra's play up by this block and not let them get this peak for free. Looks like Lyxander's doing just
With the
that.
Bard, now we have Paladin on the table as well.
Oh, is Lyxander going to go down?
This refight's
They get
looking
Riddle up. There's,
currently... Oh, it's pretty even, actually.
okay, they do trade.
Umber's
Sanguinus
falling
barely-
behind in this. They need to get some value out of that phalanx soon.
Okay, there's the Paladin LB.
Ooh. The
Dreaded
Paladin
Jim-
LB comes out, and it's great for the Paladin's own immunity, but I don't think that they caught... I think they missed some of their teammates with the 30% mitigation on the AoE there. They still
Yeah.
win the refight, though.
Yeah, they do. They will pick Ender. Dreaded Jim going to get out by the skin of his teeth there, and they will get the push back. Looks like we still have some shenanigans on the Speedway. Katie
Yeah.
in the guard.
Katie's
so
in
that-
a bit of danger there, but should be fine.
Yeah, they're going to be fine. They might not have it for the next fight. Lyxander's really playing point for this.
Counterspell's refight here will have plenty of LBs to go into it. They should be able to win this refight, but I don't know how much they can hold back and still win, because they're going to need something to fight with when they get to the other side.
Yeah, there's the Celestial River. There's
Jim's
the spin.
already spinning.
Dreaded Jim, he's going to hit 3 with the stun. Lyxander going to live with the potion.
Ooh, it's big, but
Everyone's still alive. Katie kind of... Oh, man.
Ooh.
Lyxander's going to go down. Like, Katie's going to
The
make it out.
LBs.
Oh, man. Ender trying to LB to stay alive. Doesn't look like they can. That
Big
was a-
Dynamis Energy's using that Astro LB just for tempo, just the 30% mitigation there, and they survive through the Gunbreaker spin and AoE burst at the start, and they're turning it back around now.
Yeah, they are. Rax.
This is really unfortunate for
Damage.
Astra's side. They spent all the LBs and still lost that fight.
That they did. And Rax gets stacks. Paladin LB is coming up. Probably by the time they regroup, it'll be just about there.
Yeah.
Bard and the Ninja LB.
Big Dynamis Energy managed their defensive tools really well between the cover, the Astro just using LB for 30% mid there. Really kept everybody alive. Katie's under pressure and has their LB.
They hit the Meteor onto the Red Mage, but they just get healed right back up by the Astro.
Oh wait, that snap worked? I didn't think that was going to work.
Oh, this is a problem. Everybody has that buff. It's a 3v5 already. Dreaded Jim's guard.
Oh,
goes
this
down.
ninja's chaining. That's the second kill. This will be the third.
Oh, they didn't even need
They
it.
get the fourth.
That's a
Oh,
dive
yes,
bomb.
they can. Oh, no.
There it is.
That's a 4-chain link at the end to push it in.
Well done from Big Dynamis Energy. They were able to keep the pressure up so well. And like you said, on that fight, they were at an LB disadvantage. They had their cover. They used the Astro to absorb the pressure, and then they were able to turn the rounds from there. So great job from them, being able to really absorb that and then put it back. So good job to Big Dynamis Energy. Unfortunately, I believe for Counterspell, that might be the last we see from them from Rookie Rumble, but I have to say, they've done a fantastic job. Again, this tournament is pretty stacked, so, playing in it and such, that's a testament to your guys' skill.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for playing and joining on us. We really appreciate it. And it looks like next we have another losers bracket contest here. Unfortunately, one more team we might have to say goodbye, and it's a fan favorite in Not Eyed Rat going up against Primal
Certainly my favorite.
Solo. Sir
On
Oswald.
Nod Rat, they have 2 members from my FC that started to play the game towards the end of Season 8 that I gave a lot of coaching to at the start. And they bloomed on their own and made it to T100.
Hey, good for
Uva
them.
and Satoru Gojo. Big
Oh,
fans.
nice. You will be unbiased in your commentary, right?
Oh no, not at all.
Not at all.
Not at-
Okay,
not at
noted,
all.
noted.
To be fair, my current LP teammate Foolproof is on the other side, so it's
Oh, interesting. Some conflicting loyalties, perhaps.
I think I'm still going with Nod Rat for my preference, but I would never be biased on the broadcast,
Of course not. Of course not. We're all about professionalism here.
Alright, let's get in here.
Looks like we have everybody joining the PF now, getting ready to go. But I mean, I think both of these teams in their first round, even though they didn't come away with a win, both of them looked really strong. I think Na'Ed Rat played and their opponents to a really close 2-1 that came down to
Absolutely, yeah.
games. Sir Oswald was pretty cracked with a lot of those covers there.
Yeah.
Already in night. And Primal Solo Q also in the Solar had a couple really nail biters too. So
Yeah, I think it's actually sort of a similar tale between both the teams. Both teams have people who are, pretty solid players in solo queue, and they're just kind of out here doing some individual micro play, looking pretty good. But could use a bit more polish on LP and communications, it seems. But very solid individual play still, and they're making the most of it with what they have.
Oh, very much so, I think. I think we saw a couple good executions of the Dancer and Dragoon combo out of Na'Ed Rat. They're really kind of playing for those big OBs and Sir Oswald to hold down the fort defensively.
Yeah. Well, and they have one veteran with them on Reddit Intellectual over here. Bicycle Salesman's played plenty of LP format, so he's out here able to give them a little bit of a nudge in the right direction.
And in fact, I mean, Reddit Intellectual is so around in the PvP scene. In fact, I've played games on his team and against him simultaneously. Really impressive how he's able to play 2 times at once there. All right, getting into game 1. Once again, a best of 3. Here we go on the Palystra.
I believe running the same comp from the first games, or the first set that they played in for Na'Ed Rat. Any changes on this side? Oh, Rain swapped off of Samurai onto Ninja.
That's right, yeah.
Otherwise, it looks the same to me. I believe Valentia was running Machinist before. I might be wrong on that.
I believe we saw it. Yes, that's right. They were running Machinist. I mean, this comp out of Umbra is pretty scary. They have some really potent one-tick stuff, right? With the stun from Ninja into Wormwind into, like, Drill.
Interesting with the, with the Samurai changing to Ninja. They have a little bit less of a front line, not somebody who wants to be the guy on point when they're pushing across the finish line, but not bad. It'll be interesting to see. They have a lot of damage they can pump with the Hyosho Drill Wormwind Thrust. That'll kill anybody, but
oh, yeah.
We'll see how they execute.
That's plenty. All right, here we go. Kuba kind of taking point, probably looking for that team buff there. Let's use gonna peek.
Yeah, trying to cheat forward for a little blast arrow, It's a little dangerous. Sometimes you get caught with the bloater to kill, though. There it is. Get that out. Looks like everybody's got their buff.
A lot of space. They're kind of backed up into the L. All right, here they go. Engaging down the staircase. It's burst on the
forward, and Fool goes down first. Kuva's a close second, but they get the cover, I think. No, wait, the cover.
No, they did. That's just a lot of buffs on their bar there. Seto guards. Looks like they're going to bow. Esper, no guard.
Sylvie's getting pushed again. Gonna need some protection there. Sylvie's no mana. In the back line getting chased. Oh, they get the kill.
Great, yeah.
It's crazy. Umbra's getting the push pressure right now. They've made 35% push, while Astra's been winning the fight, so...
Yeah, Seto had to stare down 3 members of Astra before...
the wise man over here. Gonna slow down their push progress a lot for getting to that 50.
They're gonna engage on the Reddit Intellectual. Seto's gonna go down. Can they get the trade?
Oh, they get snapped!
But wait, watch the Crystal. The Wise Man Kuva on the push on the other way. They will take the lead. Not going to get the touch, though.
Just a smally, but no push. We have White Mage LB on Astra side. Look for a kill to come out of it. White Mage has their LB, but they're alone pushed way forward. They're going to get caught in stagger?
This could be a big
Oswald's coming around the wall for the cover, though. Wait, no cover?
He ran away. Did he get there? He did.
Is it on cooldown? I didn't... Oh, it is covered.
And he gets shot for it.
Oh, covered, and the snipe goes into it. Oh my gosh.
That was a great save from
huge cover.
The push, though. Reddit Intellectual dives the point.
They have the Dance Dragoon combo. Personally...
They're going to go for it. Here he goes.
They just step off point and give them advantage, though.
Oh, wait. Reddit Intellectual is going to go down. Sir Oswald is going to go.
Oh, no.
They're not able to find the sync, though. Oh, this is a big problem. Esper's going to scream. Looks like they won the damage. There's the Laser Dragoon going to fall down as well. Esper taking a good bit of hit.
Pressure onto the Warrior.
I'll be keeping them alive, though. That's so much. Here comes the other Dragoon.
Oh, the reverse Dragoon, though. Oh, this is looking really rough for Na'Ed Rat at the moment.
Yeah, it is.
They still have the dance, but that's about it. Oh gosh, and I just clicked on Reddit Intellectual and watched Kuva get sliced up in front of him.
Unfortunately, Gojo gonna go down. Gonna take that second Ninja LB from Reynas, and looks like they're gonna have to give up the 50 here. So
yeah, they have to give this 50 push.
Because they were able to disrupt their combo.
Sylvie's pushing up pretty far alone here. Should linger back a bit more with team. Oswald's going in for the initiation. He has the pre-pan on himself.
Yep, he makes it to point.
Needs to cover Dancer. No, he doesn't get the cover onto Dancer in time. They bloated the Paladin while they killed the Dancer. That's unfortunate.
Oswald will get the guard off after
cross
taking a lot of
CC.
pressure. Esper might be in trouble here. Gonna take Poly. Can they get the
snipe
potion?
onto Paladin will secure that too. They have the White Mage LB. Can they get anything out of it?
And Forceto takes a lot of pressure, hits guard. He doesn't have too much left in the tank out of this, though. The Wormwood's a little early, hits the guard.
Ooh, they're looking for the kill on the Scholar, but they can't finish it. And now there's the Seraph. They're not going to get that kill.
Oh, it's close. They won't make it out, though.
It's very close.
Down. They're going to get the potion, though. It's very over.
Yeah, Red Intellectual stuck to it for a bit, but not going to get it. Kuva's the one under pressure now, low mana. Gojo as well, low mana. Still fighting here. Gojo's going down. The bursting Gojo got him.
It's a big fracas there on the staircase.
Fool has LB here, and the Warrior can sync with it to guarantee.
Okay, there's the scream.
There's their strip. And the Paladin is looking pretty dead. Yeah, unfortunate. Let's see who they turn to next. They missed the Ninja Link onto the White Mage, but the White Mage probably is not long for this world.
No. Let's see, Remnant Intellectual on
Gojo has his own LB. Let's see if he can stall for team to get a regroup here. It's looking a little bloody. Oh, they just get the kill outright. Valentia goes down.
Gojo taking a lot of heat next. Looks
Dragoon
like
on Dragoon action back here in the background.
We'll drop the confetti over there.
Oh, the cover onto Gojo to hold him up.
Done. Neither team quite able to get an advantage here. The Crystal's kind of stuck.
Need to get some aggressive action going the other direction. The Scholar's going to go down, but... Okay, looks like Umbra's going to fall back, regroup, and take a better fight for overtime here.
I like it because it plays into their comp, right? They have Dancer, they have Dragoon, they have Paladin LB. The win condition's really simple. Hit a big combo, survive the burst with Paladin LB, and you're in the clear. LB's on the other side.
This is looking pretty good for Astra's side, in my opinion. I want to see the dance partner moved off of Paladin. He's going to be invincible anyways.
Let's see. Esper taking damage. There's the laser.
There's the Dragoon LB.
Dragoon's up.
They didn't sink it, but they got the hit on Scholar. The other Dragoon LB is up. Doesn't get too much value.
Dancer got shot. Isn't quite going to die thanks to the cover and the Paladin LB. They will get the break on the 50.
They have the break. They just need to move it now. But they need another 37% push.
Oh, here's the Dancer LB. They will catch Sobi Chen.
Dancer LB comes out. Do they get any kills out of it? They get a lot of cleave, but doesn't look like any finishes.
Renea's about to
Ninja's maybe the first. Oh, the Warrior will be back, though. Triple guard break. Gojo goes down. It's 3v5 here.
Oh, this is starting to get really awkward here for Astra.
Looking a bit rough.
The Intellectual goes down.
Yeah, it's just Kuva left, and he's not going to last too long. I don't think Sylvie's making it in time.
There it is. Renea's with the 6 KO streak, and to close that
close game, though.
Oh, very much so. Yeah, well done.
Yeah, I think that last fight was, there was room for them to win that. They just needed a little bit cleaner on the execution.
I think the other team was doing a very good job of disrupting what they were trying to do with Dancer Dragoon, because it felt like there were 2 points in that game where they had, they had the magic combo, but just weren't quite able to find it.
Yeah, I think if they had just if they had moved that dance partner off of the Paladin, that's pretty durable on its own, and it's gonna use LB to be invincible, and put it onto the Dragoon to keep them alive. Prioritize the mitigation and heals on them. And then the Paladin just goes ahead and phalanxes before they even get around that corner. I feel like they have the room to just take that 50 easily and then take the fight.
I think Primal Solo Q's also done a very good job of making Reddit Intellectual's life very hard. I think
Yeah.
he found a couple times where he's tried to move into a central location to try to hit that LB, and otherwise just kind of found himself very much harassed. I
That's
think
kind of it's sort of the life of a dancer and where they fall into. It's very, very, very easy to read their posturing and tell what they're going for and just put that burst into them. So you either need the paladin to be a lot more proactive with their cover and accept that the enemy team's going to know what's happening and just take away any ability for them to react to it. Or you need to give up on going for that double LB sync and you just use Dance LB as its own LB and go ahead and basically use that as like a 4-second polymorph. Just get your own kill with it on some prio target. And then use Dragoon LB as its own button later.
I think that's what they went for in the second fight, but I think overall, Umbra's pressure is just too fast for trying to split it up so much.
Yeah, they're
Like-
pushing pretty hard.
Yeah, I think
They have a
just
lot of gas with the Dragoon, Machinist, Ninja. It's just a lot of pressure. Warrior as well can put out a lot of pressure.
no
The
shortage.
main weakness of this team is really just that they don't have a great healer. Scholar can give you some mitigation and the other team some damage down, but it's not really healing you.
I mean,
That's
sometimes
kind of
sometimes the best defense is a good offense, right? Especially
true.
as hard as you want to do on Umbra. And to
You
Astra's
take a lot less damage when they're dead.
That's true. And Astra really wants to take longer fights, right? They want to use the Paladin. They want to get to their win con of their LB combination. More of a comp that kind of wears its intentions on its sleeve, right? Whereas Umbra is like, pick somebody, they die.
Yeah, it's interesting to see them pick Volcanic as the map for this one. I think they want to take advantage of these corridors for Dancer.
There's the guard from Oswald. Backflip ticking away for Foolproof. Has to throw the Wormwind here soon. There it goes. It's going to go out on the
Reddit is
Sylvie. Watch
pressuring on
names.
the point while Sylvie dies.
Yeah, Seto in
Ooh, the
guard.
cover's a bit late.
Yeah, just a bit. Doesn't look like they're going to be able to find a trade. Still trying to stick to Seto. He will go down in the end. It's a 1-for-1. However, Sylvie will be rejoining us soon. Sir Oswald taking a lot of damage. Oh, no
Ooh,
more.
Oswald
No
going
gas
down
in the
too.
tank.
This team kind of needs to fall back at this point, in my opinion. They're
Okay, there's the Wormwind onto
oh,
Reneus.
the White Mage is back up. The spawn isn't that far on this map.
They're not going
Never
to get
mind,
it.
they're able to get it.
Line through the burst. Esper kind of ticking away. Same with Reneus. Both. Not a lot of MP in the tank.
Yeah, Rhaenys is going to go out to Elixir. Nobody's going to rat it, so they'll get that soon enough.
had the pick and
Esper's
the tank.
going down in the meantime, though.
That's right. Both of them had no guard there.
Wow, I didn't really see this one coming based on that opener, but they've turned it around. They have the 5v4 gone the other way now.
They're looking Seto. Trying to
Pressure's gone down on the White Mage with some cleave on a few other
it.
targets.
They're chasing Sylvie back far. There's the cover of
They got a cover on the White Mage.
Foolproof in guard.
Foolproof's getting pushed.
Laser.
Oh, Foolproof's probably going down here. Yep, there they go. They don't have that healer, so like we said, if they don't get the kills and they don't get that pressure going, it's rough.
We will
They
see that.
used the Dance Dragoon, and the Dragoon got ghosted and killed it out of the air. They sniped him out of the sky. Oh no.
Yeah, it looks that way. They did get the... They were able to try to get a bit of it. They still got a bit of value off the Dancer LB. Meanwhile, the bombs are
That's a
trolling
triple
everybody.
guard strip here. Not
Yeah,
a lot of
so
damage to
a
push
lot of damage.
with it,
There's
but
the
the
full
White Mage going down right now. Oh, the cover, never mind.
Wait. Oh, no,
This
that's so
bomb
awkward
is
for Oswald.
Tragic, though.
Oh.
Oh, they let the White Mage go down. Oh, that bomb event was really unfortunate. They had to interrupt it a few times to move around for the bombs, and then the
did.
Dragoon went air.
It was all over the crystal that entire time. It's a 3v5. Looks like Umbra's going to be able to get the first definitive push of the match. Reddit Intellectual is going to go down.
Oh, it's down to a 2v4 here. They definitely need to just give up and fall back, but this map is not very favoring to falling back.
Kuva looking for that blast arrow. Gets a little bit greedy with it. Going to eat the rend. They're in guard. They're not going to be able to get the potion. Oh, this is going to be a big stagger for Kuva. Red's all over them.
Yes.
There's the bow.
Oh,
The back cover.
They
Sir
have the
Oswald.
cover.
The Honorable Knight going to make sure they get out of trouble there. They're going to try to re-engage back on the foolproof. Confetti is going to hit a couple there.
Oswald doesn't have the guard now. What he has LB, so he doesn't really need it. Oh, they get Valentia before they can get to the floor pot with the return kill. Rhaenys is being pressured.
That's going to miss, I believe.
Oh, they get the ninja too.
Oh, big.
What's
All
the
right,
next
they're
target
taking
going to be? They're looking at just going to kill the warrior on point and move.
and winning this fight here is actually really good for Astra's LB economy, because if they can get a little bit of time between the next engagement, they'll probably have Dragoon LB and they'll have their trifecta, right? What they're looking for is to get Dancer, Dragoon, and Paladin all at the same time, and that's going to make life really hard for
Yeah,
Umbra.
the trio is sort of a crazy wombo combo, but like I was saying before, I'd almost prefer to see them use it as 3 different buttons and get value out of each of them. You can win 3 fights instead of massively win 1.
All right, the Bard's going to LB. Renee is going to get on the point and stop him before the
The
50. All
sniper's
right,
into Gojo. Gojo's already down.
Oh, it's disrupted. The other Dragoon's in the air. It looks like it's a Dancer Dragoon. Gonna go the other way. Reddit Intellectual takes a lot of damage there. Not quite gonna go down. Looks like a lot of pressure
Gonna
on the
be
Esper.
rough. They've commit the Paladin and the Dance LBs. They're fighting it as an...
There's this-
Ooh, it's close. If they get that warrior, it's...
The laser.
Oh, the White Mage LB to clean it up. So now it's a 4v4, but they have Ninja LB coming up. It's kind of on the Ninja to win this fight for them.
Looks
Dancer's
like
going down, it
the
looks
team is
like.
taking a lot of pressure.
Oh.
They're gonna trade the physical ranged. Oh, it's so close. Looks
Oh,
like
he gets out and gets the floor pot. Valentia goes down instead. It's a 5v3. They turn this fight around.
Dragoon up in the air, gonna hit the guard of Reneus, but they're not long for this war. Gonna try to teleport out. That's a stun out of Sir
Yep.
Oswald.
They're
Yeah,
putting pressure on that Ninja to prevent them from getting any Ninja chains going. A lot of cleave at the point, but that AoE a White Mage heal with Cure 3, everyone's fine.
They will be able to get Seto in the meantime, though. Looks like
Polymorph onto the
down.
Warrior on point, but no kill. Could have held that Polymorph for...
I don't think.
The
I think
next
they did a great
exchange.
job. They were able to simultaneously pressure Reneus and kill Seto, and then and then pressure as they were wrapping up.
Rat
Seto,
has
also
the
for
advantage. We might be going to a game 3. Well, so many LBs going out all at the same
Oh,
time
they're
here. They dance, they White Mage LB. It's
Seto's all alone. on the
Seto's
point.
gonna stall as long as he can. The Ninja's coming with Chain. It's gonna be Machinist and
back.
Warrior after that.
He might get away here.
The Paladin's gonna rat this Scholar and not let him get the Elixir, hopefully. Looks like that's what's going on.
He gets the spread.
Oh,
Hey,
they
it's not
sniped
quite
the
good now.
Ninja.
So close.
Ninja
Seto still has
Shikuchi'd
a
out of
little
guard,
hot.
but they got the clap on it.
Oh, they'll finally.
They finally secure that Scholar that's been running around with no mana for the last however long. Fool
That's
goes
pretty
air.
funny.
The Paladins. The Paladin LB just
The
denies.
other- Oh, they're aiming right at the Machinist. They're going to be able to get the potion, though. Not quite able to secure it. That's
Fool's
really
holding point goes down soon.
Yeah, they're going to be gone.
Yep, there's the...
Not quite enough.
It's just the Ninja holding. They have guard. They have a... Well, LB's not going to do much for them here, but they have their own LB. The Scholar's coming with Seraph, though.
Great stun. They will get the trade.
They
Seto
have
does
Seraph
get
down.
guard.
They're guarded. It's a
Esper is
pretty
here for the
big...
swap, though.
And the Warrior's
He's
back.
trying
That's a
to get
lot
the
of
potion.
tanking.
Seto will get to the potion, try to get out. Esper is still looking good. Looks like
Wow,
they're
that
doing-
Seraph really turned this game around again. They have such a chance to come back
Oh,
now.
the dance
But the dance
first
LB.
time. Oh no, that might be a double Machinist and
Oh,
wait,
let the
Warrior
oh,
next.
never mind. They get the kill. Valentia's down.
Oh,
It's a
that was-
3v5 though.
that was such a
3v4
rough-
really, because Sylvie's
Oh,
elixir.
They almost stabilized it. They are going to try to go on the Oswald here with the 2 DPS.
Putting pressure on
down.
Fool, but he's got the floor pot.
He's going to live.
They need to put pressure on Rhaenys to not let them get the magical link chain and turn it around against him.
Currently forced to stay sitting on point.
Nobody's really even in danger of dying on the Astra side right now. They're all pretty healthy. Gojo's a little bit hurt.
There's
Okay,
the
well, that's a 4-man guard strip. That's huge.
Fool, unfortunately, going to go down, though.
Don't know if they can push any tempo with it. They got the first
All right.
chain.
4v3. Oh,
What's
that
the
should
ninja
be
doing? The ninja's dying.
They have to get on. Okay, their machine is
Paladin
just
stun,
get out.
no mana. They have Sheltron, but could use a reset of their own.
So they will swap on to Esper here to try to force the Machinist or Seto on the point. Everyone's on
Does the
point.
Warrior go down, or are they going to get out and get an elixir here? Nobody's staying
gonna-
with it. Oh, the Warrior jumps into his Sir Oswald's arms for the cleanup.
Yeah, unfortunately, was just gonna get sandwiched there. Seto with the guard currently on the crystal, gonna run off. Had
I
the
get
tap.
that.
Maybe didn't lose. Both
I'd
maybe
almost-
just wait,
Oh, no, they're danced.
He's made it too. Oh, that's a
They're
big
going to get the
problem.
cleanup on... Oh, they're not going to finish Rhaenys with it. They're going to go on Fool, and then he's going to get the...
He got up
Oh,
in the
but
air.
hallowed ground. It's not going to do much.
2 guards out of Astra though shouldn't matter. I don't believe.
Man, at this point, I'd almost just like to see Astra let the point slack back a bit to make it a little harder for these respawns to get here. They're just permanently coming back in.
Rheneas is going to be
It's about to be a 30-minute banger at this rate.
Let's see. The Machinist also going to be able to get the point. Umbra kind of doing a good job of stabilizing. The Machinist probably going to go down here. Looks like they're taking a lot of damage.
Oh, the cover on Sylvie to get her out.
Oh, that's so well done.
Oh, you got to stick with it.
Here. Gonna hit Esther. Seto, luckily in guard, he's gonna be able to anchor the point at least for
Does
a couple.
the elixir go off? It does. They have the white mage LB. How are they gonna punish with it?
Oh wait, they're aiming.
Like Dancer's the one going down.
It's a 4v4. Things feel equal for the start. Oh
The
my
cleave
god!
on the white mage LB. They get one. Huge pressure on Ninja still. Half health, no mana, no
Trying to get
healer
out.
really. If they can get him, yep. Gojo cleans that up.
Cleans that up. Let's see. They're gonna have to be very, very clutch here with the swaps. Fruitproof taking now will hoard everybody. The Machinist kind of standing right there with them. It will go down. It's down to the Machinist.
It's
They have to
just
hold
the
on for like 3
Machinist. The
seconds.
Warrior's
3
coming
seconds.
back.
Silent. There's the Purify. How long
And they
can they
stun
jump
the
here?
Warrior before he
Escor's
gets
on
in.
right now. They
No.
will make it.
And the Scholar's back again.
They stepped off.
They're
Wait.
pressuring both.
They're able to pressure both. The cleave is really huge. Seto trying to get in for the
Yep,
spread.
they get the Scholar first,
Right.
then they turn back at the Warrior.
Esper screams, trying to stay
Ninja
alive.
almost has their LB again on the other side.
Rheneas will get it just barely. The point's going to push. It's still a 2v5. Dire straits for Umbra, but they're keeping hope alive.
Ninja should be going down here. Another white mage
Laser
LB.
gets two.
Ninja gets
Into the
snapped
Wolf
right at the edge. Fool's gonna go down during this.
Yeah, Machinist has to get on right now. They will make it. They get the
They
guard
have
off.
the guard.
Seto needs
This is
to
going
run
on
for
for
his
far
fight here.
too long. Let's get this machinist out of here.
Run, Seto, run! He has to make it 3. He's stunned up. Will purify.
Oh, he just barely can't make it.
Oh man, a 10-minute banger.
I thought we were gonna be here for another 20 minutes at that rate.
Your guy Gojo went crazy there. 14
Yeah.
kills, going huge. I mean,
Man, I'm pretty proud of Gojo on that one. I view Gojo as kind of a dancer, one trick only. He started playing some other jobs to try and let to make things work since Bike wanted to play dancer for the most part on this one.
I see. Did a great job there. I will say Umbra obviously ended up in a very tough position with their swaps and such. The Dancer LBs were making it so hard for them to like get any momentum or stabilize. There were a few times where, you know, they might have a Seraph and might have been able to get things turned around into an equal fight, but the Dancer LB could just erase it. But their swaps were good, right? They were able to make Astra really work for it. They made them earn it in the end, so good job. I think, you know, at least, you know, when you're in a game like that, you have to try to take it with the positive, right? Because it can feel pretty negative. Like, especially if you look at the scoreboard and it's, oh, wow, that guy got 14 kills, which is really good and impressive, but that doesn't mean that the game wasn't close, right? They were able to
When you're fighting 5v2 for most of the game,
yeah, there's only so
can
much
be
you
a
can do,
little
right?
skewed.
So I hope Umbra kind of takes that as a positive, right? Hey, we're able to keep that really close. We really made them earn it. Like, we'll come back, you know, in a 5v5 when our crystal position is a lot more equitable and, you know, we can take this next game to them. So it looks like we're going to get ready to get queued up here into game number 2.
What map have we chosen? C9. Looks like we're choosing C9. Interesting.
Interesting. And this is game
Wonder
3.
What is it that they think about their comp screams? We want to play C9. Oh, Seto's changing from Scholar to White Mage, it looks like.
I like that a lot. That makes them
Yeah,
so good.
a lot safer for their team. But other than that, I'm not entirely sure what their comp is thinking as far as C9 being a preferred map for them.
I think you could think of it this way. I think they want to snowball up the opener. If I remember correctly, they kind of won the opener in the Volcanic Heart game, and then kind of things kind of petered out, and then they got pushed back on. C9's a lot more snowbally. The other thing is there's a lot fewer things to LOS, and that can be important, I think, because they have, you know, a couple range. They have the Machinist. They want to make sure it stays involved in their burst. But also, with all of their CC, they want to make sure that people have to stay and run away from them, right? So as long as that's a straight line, they'll be able to stun to their heart's content, and they should be able to secure things a lot more easily. The other way, I don't think Astra's comp really minds C9 too badly, right? This comp wears their intentions on their sleeves, and, you know...
The Bicycle Salesman is trying to inform me in chat that Warrior LB is perhaps what they're playing C9 for, but I think Dancer LB does it better.
I mean,
Dancer LB, you can knock them out of their guard or prevent them from guarding, and then hit your own guard. Warrior's going in the air.
well, they do have a pretty big body. I mean, I think kind of because they're both paired with Dragoon, those have pretty big opportunity cost. I think we saw in that Volcanic Heart match, they were able to separate their Dancer and Dragoon LB and still use both to great effect. But I think part of that was because of the crystal situation that Umbra found themselves in towards the second half of that game. So we'll see how they want to play it. Looks like they will get the blast arrow early for
Looking
the
to see what Esper goes on in the beginning of this game. I wish you could see their target like you can in game.
I wish you could. Esper going to go ahead and guard first. Backflip out from both Dragoons, I believe.
Oh,
Here they
they're
go.
polying the
They're
warrior
polying.
out of guard here and sending the warrior.
Island.
Oh, but he gets the
Get it.
floor pot. They delayed the opener so long that it's 4:30 already. Warrior's getting out.
Esper.
Sylvie's the one in danger. Low mana.
Oh, there comes the other poly. It's on the
Oh,
Oswald.
Fool's looking low.
Well, Fool is low. Will eat the Wormwind. Gonna run away as well. Still no death.
Oswald's out of mana now, too. Mana's looking low on 6 members in this game right now.
Umbra is going so deep. That's a huge laser on the Esper. They're going to get it. They will have Garden Time ready.
Bicycle has the pan on him and the cover. Ooh, they overlap pan and cover there, but that's alright.
It's okay. Renee
They're turning back on point. Rhaenys is in danger here.
Watch for them to get the guard. I believe they have the pot. They do have teleport. Fool gonna backflip in and then go look.
Ooh.
Oh gosh, big laser
The
on the
white
Rhaenys.
mage
There's
being...
no-
Oh, and they clean up
Fine kill.
Ninja.
Can they get the trade on the
Gojo's
Gojo?
looking
He
in
gets the
trouble.
guard.
Hits his own guard.
That's a
He has
big-
LB coming up. They have the dance.
Great swap
Oh,
onto
dance
Esper.
on the one, I suppose? Oh,
Yeah.
they do get the... Actually, a clip Fool, but Fool is pretty far out.
They will get it on Seto, so that's big. This is going to be the free touch. And remember, we talked about how snowbally this can be. They're probably going to get the
Thing
guarantee.
about C9 is just when you break that 50, normally you have a spawn disadvantage when you're so far away, but if you're at like 51% push, you get the double jump pad, it's pretty...
Yep.
It's not very long for you to get there from your spawn. We
Alright,
start
let's-
singing with Kuva here, so we're going to charge up that white mage and dance LBs.
You have Warrior Scream.
Would like to see Gojo just go air here. He's
Oh, wait,
getting
they
gunned
just strike.
down.
Oh,
Oh,
my
no.
God. He got shot. Kuva also going to go down. Seta taking a good bit of damage,
At this
however.
point, they probably just need to fall back. They got past the 50, so it's okay.
Yeah, they do. Reddit Intellectual dying on point here.
Yeah, holds the point for them and dies. Probably would have been better to have one of the teammates who already has their LB die on point so he can keep charging, but perhaps I
Always
wasn't positioned for it.
Always preferable, but sometimes it just doesn't pan out that way.
Yeah, that's alright.
The point will stop. Astra comfortably going to be able to stop this before they touch 50, which is pretty fortunate.
Yeah, they have the Paladin LB. They're not really in danger of dying. I think they should probably hold that Paladin LB until after the Warrior LB comes out.
Yeah, the big thing to watch here is the lasers around the corner, so I'm trying to watch Seto and
They're
Sylvie.
sending the Paladin up front. Paladin has Payon and
Way
Sheltron.
back and eat the laser first. Looks like they are going to live.
Pressure is being put onto Bicycle Salesman, or Reddit Intellectual in this case, at the moment.
Pot running back. Renee's way up front.
They-
Okay, there's the poly on the Renee's.
Polymorph. The White Mage is under
No,
pressure.
really, not
White
bad.
Mage is stunned and dropped on. It's looking like a 4v5 now. They still have the Paladin LB ready.
Pot. They do get the free.
Paladin LB should come out sooner rather than later.
Yeah, I think so. Sir Oswald playing with fire. He's very low right now.
Might be holding it for a different condition. I'm not sure what their plan is on that. I'd like to see it get use in this
Oh, he's
fight
getting
at some
stunned up.
point.
He's gonna go down with it.
Hmm.
Oh, that could be a big problem.
Not sure what their comms were on that one, but would have preferred to see the Paladin use the LB at some point during that exchange.
It looked like they did a good
They're
job.
still managing to keep it off
Yeah,
the 50 here.
3v4
They do have
settled.
they have the advantage of being pushed to 70% already. They can let them touch
Poly on
50.
Reddit.
It's not the end of the world if they touch 50. Sylvie's
true, they
using
do have
guard
a break.
up in the front here. It's a little worrisome. They're gonna probably look to kill Sylvie now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
Sylvie
ready.
goes down. Kuva's stacked up.
They are gonna lose advantage.
Oh, that's a double bubble there.
Ooh, Oswald taking a lot of heat here.
Yeah, Nodrad is really staggering themselves here.
It looks like they are finally gonna get the fallback. If Oswald wants, he will be able to get on and guard before they take the lead.
Yeah, he's on there and he's gonna guard. I bet he's probably just gonna
5v5.
LB out of guard and then
Yeah.
cover Gojo, perhaps.
I would think so. Seto taking a lot of
Still
heat.
holding the LB.
Well done. Okay.
Looking for that LB to come out, but
It doesn't look like they need it. It's already a 4v4.
yeah, it looks like they're just gonna win without it. Actually. Oh, maybe now Dragoon's there. Enemy Dragoon.
I mean,
We're just
surely we used it.
we're just gonna let it go.
Great poly, gonna secure the kill. Reddit
This is very disciplined Paladin LB here. We're holding it for something. I don't know what, but
They're holding it all the
we
way to
win.
the next round. The losers
We didn't
bracket.
need
They're
it.
gonna go ahead and move on. Wow, Reddit Intellectual really doing some good damage there.
Yeah, pumping.
I think that was a very right, because I think Nide Rat handled that situation very well. I think we were both kind of worried that they might stagger, as they were really sending a lot of resources into making sure they didn't get that touch.
Yeah, they
However,
were really fighting to block him from getting the 50 touch, but the 50 touch doesn't really matter when you've already gotten past it yourself.
No,
It
I think it
loses its significance.
I think it kind of did. They didn't full wipe, right? But they were able to like get a full reset with Paladin stall because they had to spend 100% breaking the 50, right? Because if they gave up previous percent, they would have been able to break it so much faster. And
Yeah, but they could have just
Paladin
gave it up and regrouped a lot faster. They already had their resources. I'm not sure that it was a very significant stall, but it worked out for them to say the least.
yeah, I think so. So it looks like they're going to be moving on. And I
Yeah.
think for us,
Just clinging on to it, staying in there, so we'll have to say goodbye to Primal Solo Q. Primal
That's-
Solo Q is losing to Crystal Solo Q on this day, unfortunately.
I will say, I do want to say they did a great job, a great set there at the end, going the length with 3 whole games there. So just want to congratulate them on a great tournament. See, we're going to go ahead and get into some winners bracket action now, which is pretty exciting. We have 2 teams who looked very good in their first matches coming in.
Although, you know, as a side comment, it's called Primal Solo Q on that team, but Foolproof transferred his main to Crystal DC, so maybe he's throwing behind the scenes. He's a traitor.
Oh, gosh. And it looks like up next for us is Charlian Sharks and Crystalline Orphans, I think. I think both of these teams look very strong in their debuts. Crystalline Orphans defeating Big Dynamis Energy, and we saw how potent of an opponent they were just a few minutes ago. And Charlian Sharks taking down the Counterspell, looking very good too. So this should be a really good one. I'm looking forward to it. All right. And we're getting everybody in here to the PF.
All right. Oh, whoops. I need to join that one myself here.
It looks like Sharks here is kind of running with the same comp they did before. They ran the Warrior Dark Knight combination comp with the White Mage Dragoon Bard. I think the White Mage Dragoon Bard makes such a solid damage core for a team like that, right? With the poly, they have Wormwind plus Bard Burst should be very effective in taking targets down. They get a really good cleave off the Dark Knight suck, and also they have the Warrior to set up the Dragoon LB. On the other side, it looks like it's another double tank battle. I think Charlian Sharks also played double tank at the start in their first round match as well, but no healer there on Team Umbra. So
they are tanks, but at the same time, Paladin kind of functions like a healer, and Dark Knight kind of functions like a DPS, so bit of a mix-up.
I mean, I think what I'm seeing is both of these comps are very, very deadly, right? Like, I mean, I think Crystalline Orphans is just bringing so much damage to Reds. They can really be effective there. They have the Paladin safety blanket if they need it. And then the other thing is off poly, Charlian Sharks has really tuned their comp to be effective there while also giving their a lot of athletics.
Yeah. I think the main thing that we need to see from Crystalline Orphans if they want to win is going to be getting that punish on Polymorph, or on Purifies rather, that are spent. You know, if your first go is with Rind, then wait for that silence on them when they come back up. They need to be doing a great job of tracking that and then using their damage in the right place.
They have no shortage of ways to secure those with their stuns.
They have the Paladin, the Warrior, and the Bard. If one member goes down, they still have 2 buttons to use.
The other fun part is with Sharks pairing Bard with White Mage, they get so many lasers. Just about any fight where there's a break in the action, odds are they're going to push through a White Mage LB to do it, which can make things really hard, especially on Palo, which is where we're headed first, with that first turn there at the 50.
I'm pretty partial to playing with a healer, though. Still, I think especially in these like rookie rumble type scenarios where it's not totally polished on the team play, not having a healer makes it a bit rough because even if you have more gas, maybe you get your first kill a little bit more secure, but then that target too, you're fighting a 5v4 and you still lose somehow. It's been an experience I've had a few times.
Well, we shall see. Here we go, coming into game 1 up on the winner's bracket here at Palestra. So no matter what happens here, we will see both of these teams tomorrow. Coming in, a double tank duel. But as you said, you know, some hints of red and green in both of these.
Indeed. I think when I was watching the set 1 versions, they had a tendency to let Ares sit on point and the Bard go forward, and I'd almost like to see it done the other way around. Let that Paladin have more agency, and so if it goes wrong, you can cover and get out.
I think it depends a bit, because if you have like still the 3 stacks of the execute on Bard, that can be really effective in a rat situation where you're just trying to kill quickly and get out for the stagger. And you can sacrifice your point prio by bringing up Paladin, see things to go
Once
sideways.
the Bard rolls out their damage amp, it's not super important. Their 1 GCD burst is actually about the same as Paladin's, if you get your Sheltron Bomb, that is. And if they're hitting into Paladin, you're pretty happy about it.
Alright, let's see. Dragoon did backflip. They only have it for another 2 seconds.
Ooh, the Pan goes on to the Warrior way in advance. The cover goes on to the Dragoon. Fight's pretty even, but a lot of big tools already spent from Umbra's side.
Look like that. Looks like they are trying to hit the Paladin here. And like we mentioned, get a couple
Looks
good
like
heals.
Ares going to go down, most likely. Yep.
Down by Draco. That's a big Earthquake.
Draco's looking to be the return kill. Yep. And then, where's pressure going next?
It's on to Yuto. Is going to go down.
Yuto goes down.
Or once they're
Played a
running back,
little bit
Nova.
dangerous with life there. Nova's looking to be the next kill target in guard currently.
Sure is. Almost certainly.
They get
a silent
Payon
right
and
now.
Aegis on them. They might live this.
Wow,
And
they
the
raised-
floor pot.
And the cover.
And the cover. Oh my gosh. They sent the world to save Nova. Mr. President, get down.
Oh, the Paladin
Barry might die for it on the back end, though.
out safely.
Yeah.
Gets to go down the exchange. Really well done by
It's actually
Umbra.
Gidson that goes down first out of that whole exchange.
They get a
Holy.
good suck to get some to get 2
They're
people
still getting
there.
percent on their push, though. It's at 50 right now. They have the
That-
numbers advantage, but can they turn anything out of it? They have Summoner and Warrior. Warrior screamed. Can the Bahamut come down safely? It'll probably have to come down after this elixir.
They're not pushing the point, it looks like, because they won that engagement. I think they were able to get an extra warrior screen. Uh-oh. Okay, so Chloe gonna go down, but they're on the point. It's not
Yeah.
such a big deal.
They win the exchange anyways, but a small pointer is the Summoner gets really pressured, the Paladin covers it, and then the Summoner elixirs. I'd almost rather just see the Summoner use that cover time when their team's fighting with Warrior LB to just throw the Bahamut safely, and then maybe just recoup and pray.
So I think as Astra, you're overall pretty happy with that, because you still have Scream into Dragoon.
Yes.
Okay, first
Yeah.
Dragoon goes up already. Gonna aim for Draco. Not quite gonna be able to get too much. All right,
Draco
there's the
gets
Scream.
the salted down, they scream, they Dark LB.
Big problem.
Yep, that's a pretty big turnaround. Yeah, no kills are going to get exchanged here. It's just a clean wipe the other direction. The refight will happen with 0 LBs ready for either team, but there's a push
Daggers-
advantage for Astra, so...
On this.
Oh, and
That's a
unfortunately
big
the Summoner is really staggering themselves. It would have been better to just die on point.
Indeed. So it looks like they're going to finish up the 50 break here. Umbra's going to go ahead and have to get themselves reconfigured. Their Summoner is respawning now. It looks like they're choosing to play it up by the block. Let's see what they choose to do. Running right kind of around the side. Nova going to come in from the start. All right, here's the damage. Chloe going to get the nice early guard.
Chloe's
Well done.
catching
Rocky's
first.
taking a lot of damage. There's
It's
the Poly
out.
can't guard either.
Racket
He's
Star goes
gone.
down. Every second, Astra's just getting more push here. It's looking like a Shark's advantage so far. They have the White Mage LB. They're hanging back looking for it. They beam
These are-
into Shuru and get the kill.
the guard out of the Bard. That is the
Doesn't
jump onto
seem
the
like
Fizzle.
anybody's
I think
really
they
too
kill.
pressured on Astra's side. The Bard's a little bit in danger, but they're positioned safely.
All right, Warrior still has a little bit left.
Warrior on Umbra could be killed here.
Oh, there's the poly. They're going for it.
Yep, they get
Get
that
two.
kill. It's going to be Paladin most likely
There's
has
the
to hold
scream
the
on
next
Rocky.
roll.
Oh,
Rocky, they solo scream the Bard and kill them. Paladin's going to have to hold next. They just ran out of
Oh,
Sheltron. It
the
just
Bard.
exploded into nothingness.
That's so unfortunate. They got pulled right before the guard came out. That's a bummer.
Yeah. That was a close game for the opener, but then they kind of fell apart towards the second fight.
Yeah, I think so. I think Astra made a very good decision in their fallback, right? Because I think they looked at the LB situation. They had a couple deaths at some point, and they said, "All right, we have Warrior into Dragoon, right? We have a very strong combo. They don't quite have that lined up on the other side because the Warrior LB'd in the fight at their own 50, and then they were able to just kind of snowball from there. So I think
Honestly, the
raised
Warrior
that.
Dragoon's pretty cool, but they got 2.5 kills before the Dragoon even went in air with Warrior screaming as the
Crazy.
Dark Knight used salted into its own LB. The Dark Knight really was the hero shining under that scream this time.
But I think they did a very good job of like appraising the LB economy, right? Because
Yeah.
I think that not
Absolutely.
all
Yeah, they read the scenario correctly. They don't need to win that next fight. They can fall back, win the refight at their side of the map with LBs.
And I think the
Yeah.
other thing is, I think they were very decisive in their decisions to die on point. Because we saw Chloe kind of get pulled on the speedway with there, they just ran back onto the crystal and died. But I think part of what put Umbra in such a tricky spot was that when they got staggered, they had the free push all the way, and by the time they went down, they're already like halfway up the hill to the 50, which is going to make a much bigger difference in terms of when and where you get to pick your next fight. Because the corners after the 50 on Pal are pretty unfair. All right, looks like Crystal and Orphans are debating where they want to go next. If you were in their shoes, what map would you pick?
Ooh, man, if I'm in Crystal and Orphan shoes, honestly, if they're gonna keep running this same comp, I'm thinking Red Sands.
Well, it looks like they agree with you. As Raven says, get your sunscreen out. We're going to the desert for game number 2 here in the winner's side. I believe this is winner's semis, am I right? 4 teams remaining? I think so.
Yeah, suppose in a way it is, because it's finals after, but, well, it's listed as finals, but it's...
Well, it's winner's finals. Thank you.
Isn't that semis? I don't know. Oh, yeah, winners finals, right, so this is winners semis, but, yeah, gotcha. Overall, though, it's like quarterfinals, kind of, in a way.
All right, here we go. Same comp out of Sharks. They've been looking dominant all day so far.
Yeah.
They've dropped the game.
Depending on how quick and decisively Crystal and Orphans can play and how well they can navigate using Oasis as a team, they can kind of make up for that factor that I was talking about where you get first kill and then you start losing even though it's 5v4 with your number advantage. Oasis is the healer they needed.
Yeah. And I think the previous group was kind of talking about it a bit. Red Sands being a map that also snowballs a little bit like C9, but I think there's an added wrinkle because the random events can really kind of make or break you depending on what they are, right?
The thing is, so C9's like a very snowballing map because if you say break 50%, you get, I was talking about, you get that jump pad. It's like the opposite of spawn advantage, where the other team can get there so fast. But on this map, it snowballs sort of in a different way where those events can just... The heat wave, when you're... Say the point's at 70% and there's a heat wave, there's no chance that you can go and touch Oasis, so you just have to cook while you're trying to defend.
Or if the other team just gets in a situation where they get a shield for free. All right, looks like a jump early on the Draco into a guard from Dragoon. All right, there they go. They're aiming on the Rocky first. Gonna go ahead and jump out. They do get pulled back. They can't even guard, though, either. It's gonna be
cooked so fast in the opener. They're the team with all the DPS here. They should be the ones looking to push the tempo early, but it's going the other way around so far.
Catching heals will
Draco might go down here. He's got the Blackest Night shield and some healing, and he's out of there. He's fine. It's 3v5 now. Draco's gonna get his reset.
Yeah, looks like they're gonna have the turn. Okay, everyone is gonna be able to get out. Air's gonna go ahead and
They're
be able
just
to
gonna
get
have
the
to
lead.
give him the push. Oh, Airy, no, I've seen this video before.
No, it's okay. I don't think he's in. Let's see. Will it?
He's in
doesn't look
big
like he
danger
should have
here.
Purify. Oh no, that's a big problem.
Oh,
gonna-
he's got the guard.
Guard.
He's probably gonna be all right.
Where to run from that side though? Oh, okay. He will be able to break LOS. In the meantime, they're just stacking percent. 50% already. They do eat a couple with the Cactar. Let's see. Umber's going to try to take the fight. They're going to jump. Great stuff for the Summoner. They're trying to get three. They're
Dragoon getting caught up in some
damage.
cleave here. Unfortunate, but
They can get
looks like the
kill.
White Mage is traded back. It's 4 for 4 still.
Still 4 for 4.
They have Warrior Dragoon versus Summoner. The Summoner already pressed it. The Warrior and Dragoon are out. Let's see what they get from it. They get the Paladin.
Yep, they will. But Arrow's going to come back. They're going to get a little more percent. Are they going to be able to? They'll probably break. The Summoner's not
Still
going to be able to
4
get. Wait, they will be able
Still
to
4
break.
for 4, but they're getting that 50.1. That's a very big breaking point.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's huge that they were. They're still.
And they're going to
pushing.
get this Warrior?
They're kind of an amazing.
No! They get immunity while they're on the slide, so even though that Wormwind Thrust went out, it doesn't do damage.
Wow, that was really well done. Umbra kind of at a main advantage, and they still break and get more percent. Even if Raki goes down, they are going to look to...
There's sort of a 1v1 going on in the middle of nowhere with this Bard and Warrior. The Bard's turning, or the Warrior's going back to point now. Gonna use Scream most likely.
There is the Paladin LB with the cover there. Looks like that's going to stall Astra on the point for a good while
Ooh, they
here.
pre-guard quite a bit of burst, this Warrior.
Yep.
They have their own Dragoon in the air. Well, that Dragoon LB really only does about 500 damage to clean up that one kill, but better than nothing. They get the kill.
Let's see. Draco
They
is
are
gonna go
winning
down.
this fight, so it's 5v3 the other way, and we're gonna get a push. Let's see how Sharks take advantage of this time.
See what event they get. This suck. No shield. Shield would have been huge for Umbra there if they could grab it.
Oh, I forgot about the event behind them, actually.
Yeah, I mean, the fight was so prolonged there that they were able to get 2.
I just forget sometimes that you get when you push from your 70 across the 50 again.
All right, here we go.
There's a random event
Or they'll
happening.
be ticking. Nova has to run away. Looks like they go back.
Yeah, their team decided to go grab Oasis behind them, so they need some time to regroup first.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, they get choosing not that fight, but they're gonna have to win one more before they can get pressure on their 50.
They have an LB economy advantage over here.
Oh, big lasers!
Ooh,
gonna get
Yuto's
3.
going down early. Yeah, no
Nova
cover
also
came
with that
out.
Laser too. There's the scream on the other side.
Polymorph on the Paladin into the Dragoon drop. Oh, this is going to be a pretty decisive one for Sharks here.
Looks that way. The Summoner nowhere to go. Pulled back on the point. The guard will only save them for so long.
This heat wave coming out now too.
Everybody's getting sunburned.
This is what I mean with the snowball on the heat wave, because this team's going to just touch Oasis here because they have no reason not to, and then the other team has no ability to touch Oasis because it's pushing into their checkpoint or their end goal.
I believe it should be ending fairly soon. They might not have to take it with it ticking away on them for too long. 2 are going to go ahead and pick it up. Here they come running in. It's the Dragoon from the other side. Air's going to hold the point. Gitson going to go ahead and pre-guard. Here comes the Paladin stock. They're aiming, or the Dark Knight
So
stock
many
making
cooking
Paladin
on
first.
that side.
Lasers.
Yeah, the Paladin went and held point, but he didn't get Oasis, so he's guarding and just cooking slowly. He didn't get time to get his LB.
Rocky Star goes down too. That's just, they're working the cleave so well here for Astra. There is a pretty solid Dragoon LB.
Dark LB comes out. Warrior LB now. I was a little bit out of order, but
So they are, okay.
oh,
this is
they're
pretty
turning it.
Summoner. Yeah, this is just a tricky spot.
White
for
Mage goes down. It's
Waka.
one loss on the Shark side at least. Ares going to be able to stall point with that Hallowed.
Yeah, the Hallow's going to be able to hopefully stabilize them here. Should be pretty effective.
No, the Dragoon's going down. It's just the Bard and the Paladin here. No cover during the Hallowed because it was already spent, I think.
Yeah, the Bar was taking a lot of heat, standing on point there with the Paladin.
Yeah.
Not long for the world. That looks like it's going to be
Summoner
an
can make it onto the point, and then the Warrior's close behind. Sharks
let's
should
see.
almost just let them have this push here to get it away from their spawn a bit.
It would have been interesting if the Summoner could have dropped Aegis onto the...
The
Oh,
Warrior Rins.
ooh,
Ooh.
both on
Yeah,
point.
Warrior's gonna go down here for sure, and then
So
it's
get
up to
stunned
the
and roll
Dragoon
anyway.
next. They used Purify and Guard already, so they should die as soon as they come out of this. Ooh, never mind the cover.
for Airy. Raki Star, no more guards sitting on point. They're going to try to use the stun to get out. Laser hits them both.
Now Airy's holding down point with no guard of his own. He used it to help Dragoon get a elixir off. So he goes down. Dragoon's back on point.
They're also there with the summoner. Looks like they're both going to go down nearly at the same time. No guard from the Dragoon, getting chopped in half by this Warrior LB. He's 8-3 auto attacks. There he goes down.
They're getting some progress, but it's almost to their detriment to get this progress.
Yeah, at what cost? If they can't get a secured fight win or take an even 5v5, it's only going to get harder for them to run back.
Yeah, they're just further and further away from the point. It might just be over already with the Bloda. Oh no.
It is. Charlie and Sharks looking dominant in that win. Well done to them. Looks like they're going to be going on. We're going to see them tomorrow in a finals match, no less. So congratulations to them. And no worries to the big fans of Crystal and Orphans. We will see them later on tomorrow. They still have a chance in the
Crystal and Orphans versus Na'Ad Rat tomorrow.
Ooh, that's going to be a fun one.
Yeah, that should be a really close and entertaining game.
All right, let's see. So I believe next we have another really good matchup, Eidolon and Solar, and the other side of winners here. I believe this is our last set of the day too, and I think we're going to end on a really good one. Eidolon took Na'Ad Rat down to the wire and was able to triumph in some really good matches, and Solar looked good too. We saw Primal solo queue just a few moments ago, and we know they're formidable. As we're going to go ahead and get into the last set of the day.
Game. Let's hop in here. Alrighty. Yeah, for this one, it's interesting. Solar's been in the LP scene for quite a while, to my understanding, before I started playing at least. But
oh, yeah.
I think a few of them took a little hiatus for a bit. It's we'll see how warmed up they are and ready to go. I think Iron Chef stepped away from playing for a season or two.
And Eidolon might be a new name for a team that we haven't heard before, but these team players are certainly names we've heard before. A lot of experience here on...
There was a team for a very short duration of time called Go Next, and I believe most of the members of Eidolon were playing together on that team, and they just rolled over into this new team. So
I know Census.
Been around for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Only a little bit, but a little bit.
But don't let that fool you. These are players who certainly know what they're doing.
Absolutely. Yeah, Neodymium is a pretty scary Dragoon to walk into in solo queue at the very least.
He had some pretty great games just a minute ago. We saw going with some huge shatters earlier. All right, the ready check comes out for our last game of the day. Once again, in winners semis, we will see more from both of these teams, but this should be a really good one. It is Eidolon versus Solar here for the last match of the day.
Man, it'll be interesting to watch the Neodymium versus Census Dragoon matchup, because I view them as the two like big Aether Dragoon players right now for solo queue.
I will say in a lot of Census-led teams, when there's a Dragoon matchup, he calls Dragoon every time, always in the open.
He knows the weaknesses, get him.
I think he takes it as personal offense whenever another Dragoon is
Steps
in the lobby.
into his arena.
So I'm gonna be watching Neo pretty closely here because I can almost guarantee they're looking Dragoon first. Oh, those are some great synced portraits there.
Yeah.
Well done.
We got to get on that on my team sometime. We'll make some synced up portraits. We look like these guys coming in with our own portraits.
Well, those portraits are good, but I think people a lot of the time forget that the most important part of comp building is the drip, right? Because if you don't have the drip, what's the point?
Yeah, what's the point if you don't show up with the same portrait synced up, you know? All right, let's look at the rest of the comp outside the Dragoons. I talked about that a bit too much. We have the famous Iron Chef Warrior.
I think both of these comps are trying to do the same thing. I mean, we talked about like hit the gas comps like just previously. Both of these teams want to hit the gas pretty hard. They want to kill you off poly. I think Umbra has a little bit more synergy, right? Like Census has the setup for his LB, Neodymium really doesn't.
Yeah,
there is
Umbra's team comp is kind of what people would refer to as standard, except they replaced Machinist with Summoner here. And then on the other side, we got that. The Gunbreaker is a little more difficult to make work in LP, and it'll be interesting to see what they do. The opener, the Ninja's already doing down.
Already got him. Looks like they're trying to hit Census in return here. Is going to be able to guard and get away. All right, let's see the
The
resetting.
Dragoon on the other side is polymorph, but everyone's Horrid Roared, so they're gonna live.
Yeah.
That 50% mid is quite a lot.
Oh, do they get the pot? They
They
don't.
don't
Oh,
get the
that's
pot.
tragic.
It's so annoying.
Big trouble here. Gonna go down.
Oh no.
They haven't
And
really been able to push.
Ava's no mana should just get out an elixir here and let Celeste die, but it looks like they're
Yeah.
going in.
Oh, Ava does hit the poly. Can they get the white
Oh, they
mage?
keep him
Almost
alive,
still
though.
there. Oh, they keep him alive. Vestel's going to take a beating for this one. They are going to guard. Are they going to have teleport up by the time it's down? They're
Let's
running
see,
away.
What is the
Blow them
census
back.
looking for? They're looking at the Bard. They get the Bard.
Oh, with the laser too.
You're turning on the Celeste a bit here.
They have Nebula ticking. Only
That's
one
the
more
spin,
second.
but it's not going to get anything.
In.
No value out of that. Oh, Reach just almost jumped into the terminal trigger, but
What's really interesting is it's felt like Astra's been on the back foot, but they haven't given up any crystal.
yeah, it's been pretty solid and sustained on their pressure. Oh, Ava's going down for sure
Great
here.
poly.
But
Can they
Census
get
is
to the
return.
That's really big. It's a 4-on-3 right now, and the damage advantages with Astra right now.
Yeah, this push percent has really not changed much despite how much Umbra's been pushing the lead.
I think it was pretty critical that Celeste was able to hold and live. They did have their LB, which, you know, did have the effect of not getting a ton of value, but also made them all leave them alone, right? So they were able to kind of get that refresh. He was able to get Nebula back pretty
Ooh.
big.
Yeah, if Iron Chef can get out, he's got his LB for this fight. It looks
Vestel
like he's gonna
might-
live.
Trouble. Okay, they teleport away. They try to
They
hit.
have everything really. They can take this
It's
fight
less
with
than much.
confidence. They stopped it at 49.5. It didn't hit 50 yet.
They're aiming Neo.
They
There's the
turn
laser.
on Neo, get the kill. Iron Chef's a little low, but he gets the healing
Big
from pressing
win.
his LB. They have the guard strip on Gunbreaker and Bard. They should be punishing those two primarily. Bard should be next target, and they're bloated in. They're absolutely going for that next.
And they're just not quite able
They
to get
clean that up.
It's a bummer.
The ninja's going now.
The laser in the
They get the Shikuchi
Ava.
out. They should be fine.
Yeah, Ava's gonna be able to make it. Uh-oh. The blow the back on the white
Ooh,
mage.
we're getting a rat over here.
Oh, in the air.
Iron
Uh-oh.
Chef
This
might
is
go
like a
down
two.
for it though.
Eva gonna go down barely to the bard.
Get
following that.
Ava. Iron Chef makes it out just barely.
Meanwhile, I think somewhat critically, Celeste is able to take the point off the 50. They only got 7%. They are getting ratted. However, they're not taking too
It's
much.
a 5v3, but they did touch 50 and then drop the point. They don't really need to hold point until they win the fight, so that's acceptable.
Lots of LBs. Neo goes up in the air. Is barely gonna live. Only has
He is going
5,000.
to land and get that 24k
Point.
shield, but
Regis
is it
gonna
going to
take
be
half
enough to
the
save
bar.
them?
Maybe he's
They
running to the point or to the pot. He will get there.
Ooh.
just before
Yeah, they're
moving.
full health now.
This has been. I feel
It's
like
been a slugfest. It looks like the Gunbreaker's going
Oh.
to go down.
he dies right next to the potion.
Gonna
You
delay the Gunbreaker being able to help out with their LB.
hate
The
this
Warrior has LB as well coming in.
Neo trying to get him. There's our Dragoon matchup. Neo gets stunned up by the summoner, not quite able to follow. I think
Census is really
Uh-oh,
low,
there's
but
the
looks
screen.
safe.
Neo gets screamed, taking a lot of heat.
Neo's
Not a lot
going
of gas
down.
in
Oh,
tank.
the Bloda.
Wait,
There's
can't
no hope.
molest him. He tries to backflip, not quite enough.
White Mage sends LB, but there's nothing to sync with it, so they're just gonna walk away.
Vestel's going to eat the poly on the other side, able to get the potion barely. Ava also
The
taking
spin
a lot.
going. Oh, they get the White Mage down with the Gunbreaker LB. That's a good spin.
Ava just healed so
In
much.
return, though, the White Mage on the other side's going down. They're letting the point just run away from them
Push
here.
again. I mean, they have broken, right? So it's less of a
Yeah.
felt like Umbra's been in the driver's seat. However, we haven't really seen the
Ooh, they
return.
get the cleanup on the Gunbreaker. Punish them for Wise Manning so far away from their team.
We'll get the potion, but they're still being chased by that warrior.
That's the
Dragoon
thing.
duo.
Solar's
Over
got that
away.
LP experience. They're communicating. They're quick on it. They understand concepts about, getting that 50 touch, then just letting it go if they have to win the fight.
I do get the trade with Regis. Neo might be in a tricky spot. We'll backflip to the potion.
Neo's silenced, being punished, but
Census hits the roar, not really in any danger at all. Celeste trying to make their way to the crystal's resetting. That's a good thing though. With 10
that's a
seconds
good thing.
remaining,
Yeah, it's
Celeste
going to be
trying
hard for Celeste is running to it. If they can get Celeste off the point
make-
here, it's over. If they have
Neo looking for
Bloda,
somebody, not quite able to hit Regis. Oh, the shield's going to take the rest of the damage from Census's. Meanwhile, the point's being contested.
it's
Celeste is
just
gonna
the
get
two
potion
tanks
back
sitting
on.
here slapping each other on point while a team deathmatch happens across the map.
My goodness, Census.
Oh, the White Mage is going to go down, though, from Umbra. Solar's losing their White Mage here, and then their Warrior. points pretty close to the 50 for them to be staggering like this.
Yeah, they were fine.
Wow, they had such a strong control of the entire game, and then they're going to end up in a pretty tough spot to play from here.
Problem. Oh gosh, this is
It's
really
up to the summoner really just at this point to hold it, and the summoner is stuck.
They only have 50 more percent to give. It's a 53%. Here comes the white mage trying to make it.
They need to purify and get on there. Oh, just a bit slow. That's really unfortunate.
Gunbreaker pops the LB right on the edge of the crystal so they can stun when they get close. That was pretty bright. It felt like Astra finally got the regroup they need and they just took it from there. I think Celeste had a really good focus on the crystal.
Seemed
I think
to me like Solar just got a little too fixated on that fight in front of I forgot the team's name. Eidolon.
Yeah,
seems like Solar just got a little too fixated on fighting Eidolon under their spawn there at the end. They could have just went ahead and returned back towards the point. At least, I think once the Gunbreaker broke past them and got to the point, they needed to go back to it.
Yeah, they can collapse, or they at least need to send someone to just hold the crystal there while they rat.
Yeah, and a little wet noodle fight between Gunbreaker and Warrior on point. The Gunbreaker's going to eke out advantages with their constant shielding and pressure.
Well, slowly. But, like, the idea is that you should be able to finish someone 4v4 before that gets too out of hand. I think what got tricky is they gave the Gunbreaker free push all the way up to their stairs before someone was able to hop on, and by that point, like, you're playing with such fire. If you're Solar, you go down, it basically ends the game, and unfortunately that's what we saw. I think, you know, for both teams, I think that was really good. I think Umbra clearly had incredible pressure across the map. It felt like they never gave Eidolon a chance to breathe. Or, I'm sorry, it felt like
Solar.
It felt like they never had a chance to breathe, right? Like, I felt like we rarely ever saw a 5v5 fight, but I think part of that was the Gunbreaker really going out of their way to make sure that even if they lost man advantage, they never lost crystal advantage that bad, right? Because it's one thing to stagger, but it's another to get staggered when you're in a spot where you can fight again without losing too much. And we're going to go to C9 next. Again, well, if a team is looking to snowball like they did the first game, this is the map for it. I think this makes a lot of sense for them.
Yeah, so this is going to be the choice for Solar, who really likes to play around their Bard. Their preferred opener is Iron Chef just hitting the sprint key into the middle of your team and pre-guarding and waiting to look for who he's going to rend in one GCD. So they really like this map. They can just push through that choke point with Warrior. It's hard to call somebody past them, and they just sit there in their pre-guard and wait to call on whoever they want.
Wait to rip it, as it were.
Yeah, it'll be an Iron Chef lead, and then the Bard has free roam to kind of just exist safely in the background.
All right, here we go. Game number 2. I do think this stage makes a lot of sense to pick for Umbra.
Even outside of Solar's team comp, their team comp likes this map, but even outside of that, it's just their playstyle fits so well on this map.
If you just want to take as many fights as possible all the time, this is the place for you.
Yeah, when it's the nature of this map having the choke in the middle lets you really funnel attention at the first person who jumps across, and so if you're gonna go for a pre-card, but interestingly, he doesn't do it here.
All right, Celeste is in, eats the poly, doesn't have Nebula up.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so the Warrior actually played for Cross, you see, this time, and they go on a different target. They get that Gunbreaker early, but they're gonna return kill the Ward. They have Aegis. Oh, they're fine.
Get it done. Wow,
nice, well played. The Ninja actually goes down for their effort.
Ocean. And they're chasing
and
Havoc.
It looks like the White Mage could be cleaned up. It might be safe getting out here. We'll see. Nope, they go down.
Oh, Neo might be next. Blow to the back in. Just gonna have to settle for dying on the point here.
Ooh, Neo. Just a couple of health points left. Somebody save them. Oh, no.
Well, I think that's kind of the difference between this game and Palestra, right? We saw not quite as a bombastic opener last time, but like previously when they got a decisive advantage, the point was like on the other side of the 50, right? Of the middle, down 50, which is going to cause a big problem.
Gunbreaker's really pressured. They wanted to get that spin here to get their team some advantage back, but
here's the
you can't
summoner
spin when you're dead.
Looks like not. They will go down. They're the first death here. Now it's Vistel on the point. They're going to eat the Bahamut, but not quite enough.
Census has their LB first.
Down.
Neo's going to get it soon, but
4v4.
it's going to be Census with the first LB between the two of them.
That it will. They
Oh,
are
that's
kinda
an interesting play from Census, but it didn't pan out here. I like it.
Oh, Census eats
He
the
jumped
laser.
to the person standing on the feather to try and contest it.
He gets the guard in the back. He's going to live. Barely. Oh, Regis all alone up front.
Bard is singing. It's a 4v5. They have.
was
Oh
so
my
huge.
gosh!
Wow, well done.
The instant terminal trigger into a double kill there. That's such a good cleanup for Celeste.
It is, and the crystal was moving that whole time. Still 3 seconds. Regis still just about to respawn the first pick there in that chain.
Wow, so they've managed to even it out. They're back. And they used Sing, the Bard Sing there right around the corner before they got double killed, so they don't have that for the LB generation.
Out to have LB. There it is. All right. 3 OBs in the 2. Vistel's the first
The
look.
first White Mage LB comes
Oh,
out. We
the
trade. Vistel goes down first. Looks like.
Neo looking for the White Mage there, silenced.
Yep. Neo's gonna hit the White Mage, but it's not gonna kill alone. There's no team follow-up, so White Mage is just gonna laugh at them and press cure.
Meanwhile, Ava got hunted down by 3 members of Umbra there. They stick the
Umbra
point.
should be able to turn this around.
They should.
Ooh,
Can
they're
they?
getting a lot of
Ooh,
cleave on that point, though.
That
They're still
Whirlwind-
fine.
That Wormwind did a lot. They almost
Yeah.
broke though at 94, and Neo gonna
It's
go
about
ahead and
128k Wormwind right there, but a little PV parsing.
Vistel and Naya run away. Down goes Neo, but they do have the percent lead, so it's pretty much all tied up.
Yeah.
I think critically, Umbra has a pretty good angle here. They're going to have Warrior Summoner and almost certainly have Laser up for it as well. Laser's very
The
strong.
Astra's Bard should charge White Mage up pretty quickly, and then they have White Mage and the Gunbreaker spend to block or to set up stuns and bonus damage and such, and the Ninja can chain off of it.
Okay, there they go. Celeste got on
Interesting to
point.
see. I think the
It's
person to watch here is the Ninja
There's the
for.
spin. It's a big stun that hits
Yes.
3. Oh my goodness, it's huge.
Oh, but the upturn kind of interrupts their flow. The Ninja wanted to start chaining with these
Laser hits
LBs,
White
but
Mage. Neo finishes it with the Strond.
but they didn't really need to. They're just going to hold the Ninja LB and just win this fight. Fair enough. Regis already reset.
Oh, that's big. This could be a
This
problem.
next
Down to
fight is
30
going to come
seconds.
down to... now it's going to come down to the Ninja chaining here. We'll have to watch. The Dragoon can set up some initial damage with their LB, and then we'll see what the Ninja can pull off.
Astra has to be really careful here. They are going to get the break. They are now at disadvantage, which is going to be tricky with 10 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, not very long left. I almost... Could have been interesting for
Iron Chest.
Astra's side to just hit the 50.1 and
Oh,
then
boy.
drop back.
Goon's going to hit the White Mage pretty hard. The other one's
Ooh,
gonna
the
go
first
for a
chain
lot of
whiffs. The
damage.
Ninja does not get the kills, but can they
they
win the
tanked
fight without
there.
it?
Laser
White Mage
almost
LB's
got
coming up
White Mage.
soon. I want to see a play made with this Solar White Mage. They're elixiring for now. No one's on point.
3 on 3.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
boy.
touch it.
All right, so 3 on 3. Looks like Naya's trying to
We
get
have
away.
White Mage. Who is it looking at? Oh, it's going into the Vistel. Yeah. And the Ninja goes down.
I think this should be another... Oh, Neo's really chasing.
Bard
They're
has
getting-
no mana left and is getting pressured by Neo. They're going to be...
On the other side, Naya's running
invisible.
for the hills. They're getting so much push here.
They have quite a few stacked up on point. Where
They
did
kick them
Neo end
dead.
up running to? Neo's
Yeah, where's
behind
all
them
of it
here.
is? Yeah, are they going to turn around
Getting
the
looked at by
collapse?
2. Got Neo on
Oh,
the
they're
flank
looking at him.
still.
They
Free
get the
guard for
guard,
Neo. They
they're
backflip. Ooh, a lot of damage going out from Neo.
Oh, he hits a good Horrid, too. Gonna catch 3. Guard falls there. They're gonna aim.
Gunbreaker LB's ready. They've been
Polymorph.
pumping it. Yep.
Oh, he's Beyblading. Iron Chef caught up. Won't get stunned. Do we have a double down? We do.
Ooh,
Iron
that
Chef
extra
looking really
damage taken is really
Laser
rolling over.
wants to run out. They
It's a
can't get there.
5v3. They still have
Barely
Dragoon up.
does.
Dragoon is up. It's going to punish the Bard here out of guard, I assume? Yes.
That it
Ooh,
does.
and with that, I think this game is just about wrapped up.
I think so. Regis in a really tricky spot. They're going to go down,
Ooh.
and that is it. Eidolon moving on to winner's final. We'll see
Wow,
him
I'm gonna be
tomorrow.
honest, I did not see that coming, and it has a 2-0 victory for them. I thought this would be much closer. Definitely be a 3-game series, but man, what a good game too for Eidolon there.
I thought so. I thought they played a very good strategic game. Like, I think they had a better sense of like the crystal dynamics and how it worked for the Robies all in all. But I think also very well played from Solar too, right? We're going to be seeing more of them
Yeah.
tomorrow. I mean, we have 6 teams remaining in the tournament, I believe. And I think we have some good ones.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, 6 teams. You are correct. I had to think about that one. Yeah, I don't know. That game, honestly, my MVP for that C9 game would go to Celeste on the Gunbreaker. They set up so many huge multi-kills with it.
Oh my gosh, that first Beyblade, the Find 2 after dashing, I believe it was. I
Yeah,
forget
the
who-
Bard just pressed LB, and then they get insta tap down. That was very rough.
Yeah, great job. All in all, some really strong plays there. And if I remember correctly, I believe that's our last set for the day. Please remember, this is
It
a 2-day
is.
tournament. We're gonna have some more matches coming at you tomorrow. So if you enjoyed the games today, I know I did. Please give our channel a follow and check us out tomorrow, same time, same place, and we'll get to grand finals Sunday. Anything else you'd like to say, Tara?
Not really. These were some pretty exciting games, and I think the games tomorrow will be much the same. Sharks versus Eidolon. I'm looking forward to that set for sure. And then I think the rest of the losers bracket will be entertaining as well. There's going to be some good games tomorrow. I hope Nod Rat will make the losers bracket run.
You can never count them out. They are riding in the back line. Perhaps that's just the losers bracket.
Yeah. No bias though, of course.
Of course not. No.
Of course. You'd never be commentator bias, right? Surely.
Surely.
Okay. Thank you guys, and also shout out to Merlin Teammaker, for commentary earlier today. Also shout out to Raven and Audrey for helping the party finders, and Lolly for some behind the scenes camera work for some stuff we have cooking up. Today was great. Thank you again to everybody who showed up today. A lot of great performances from the team today. We'll be back tomorrow. Just came back to do a couple quick shout outs again. Teammaker, can you show the slide of the donations? Right. We I think we set that up, right? There we go. Perfect. Yeah. Okay. So special thanks to everybody listed here. Kanbei, Isim for Vieira's, Nyoko, Foolproof, they're playing today. Mira, Joe Tape, Alora, and Alto. These are all people who are donated to the tournament funds for the year. If anyone would like to help donate, we have a mannequin set up on Primal Behemoth at Shirogane, Ward 15, Plot 22. I named it PvP Fund, so nobody can get confused. But there's it's just the mannequin setup with a bunch of some items if anybody wants to help donate and support us as we have tournaments planned hopefully every month until Dawn Trail hits, and then everything dies again in PvP because people are playing story.
No, surely. PvP can never die. I mean, the scrims are
Yeah.
27.
Yeah, and I mean everyone's gonna love to play Viper and Pictomancer when they're totally not balanced for whatever iteration we get stuck with before they rebalance everything again in 7.1. It's gonna be great. No, but thank you seriously to everybody. If anybody donates for the year, we're going to be making sure to keep updating this list as long as it gets, and it'll be here every tournament stream and on our YouTube. Also, a quick shout out, or I'll talk about this more tomorrow, but the Primal Pit 2 is going to be starting next month. If you can swap to that slide too, Teammaker. Yes, perfect. All right. So, we're going to be going with an 8-bit theme. Shout out to Ali for making all of the designs so far, and this whole creating all of these custom sprites for everybody. You may notice, there's Merlin. Merlin there too. He's going to be coaching one of the teams. So these are all of the coaches we have so far. The 8th coach, they've yet to be revealed, along with our 4th commentator, we'll announce those two closer as we get confirmations. But this is gonna be next month, March 30th and March 31st. You need to be platinum ranked or higher in the past 2 seasons to enter. You need solo and duo sign up. So if you have a friend and you too want to join for this, you can. Teams are going to be selected, and then you'll each be given a coach, and you'll have an entire month to learn from them. As you can see, these are all veteran LP players. We have champions, top 30s, finalists. But we did this last year. It was a lot of fun. So we're trying to bring it back with a little bit of a different, rule set instead of, would Wu like to coach? I'll take Wu as a coach. Does Wu want to coach? Come on, little Wu. Fucking Sam was going crazy in the CCRC. But this will be next month. So signups are going to start closing next weekend. I'll talk about it again, more next week. Or not next week, tomorrow. But thanks again to everybody. Let's who are we rating today? who's streaming? Who's streaming PvP or PvP adjacent? Where's P-Star? All right, yo. Okay, how do you spell P-Star? Can somebody surely can anybody type P-Star's Twitch in the chat? I would like to raid P-Star for the night. I can. Thank you, Erica. Listen, spelling is hard. Alright, let's start getting everybody over to P-Star. I think he's still doing his Unity Fest, right? Yes, he is. Cool. So thank you again, everybody. We'll be back tomorrow with the finals and starting from losers round 2. Cannot wait to see who comes out on top this month. So, good luck, have a good night, and enjoy P-Star stream.
Thanks, everybody. Have a good one.
And it's gone.
And we are